Krew Season Podcast. We are back for episode 52.
52.
That's a good number. Thank y'all. Hold your applause. Thank you.
We're doing something a little bit different today. Kenny T and Smooth are not in the building today.
Right.
Family emergencies. They had to go take care of some business, but they'll be back.
But we have two familiar faces on the podcast. We got Filthy Dre in the building. We got Red in the building. We got AC in the building.
Feel weird. Feel weird.
And it's your boy OT, Mr. Bitches.
See, that's the last time I'm letting you in. That's the last time. You was doing good.
You see, you give niggas an inch, they got to take
Hey,
it.
you got to. You never know when you going to get it again.
He threw a curveball in there, boy.
Every time, man. But yeah, man. Welcome to the pod, man. Again, Kenny and Smooth is taking care of some business, man, but they'll be back. But again, we got family in the building. If y'all are familiar with the movement, then y'all are familiar with the men that are sitting at this table.
For sure.
And before we get started, man, I want y'all to, introduce yourselves for the people that don't know. But I mean, everybody should know, but introduce yourself. Let everybody know what y'all got going.
So if you don't know who I am Filthy Dre, you know what I'm saying? That's my alias, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the building, media personnel, I sell clothes, I do a lot of different things. So yeah, I'm back. Ladies, I know you miss me, but here I go.
They've been asking for you
Right.
too.
I be seeing that shit crazy. Mm-hmm. I appreciate the love. I'm flattered. I must say. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
And, I'm Red.
Man himself.
You know what I'm saying? I was on episode 30-something on the YouTube videos. I was on a couple of episodes, man. Y'all seen my face at me, especially if you've been supporting the movement. So, I'm also a part of the S5 podcast.
S5.
The host of that. And, just out here doing my dammy,
So, we in the building. Shout out to Smooth and shout out to Kenny.
Shout out to Kenny and Smooth.
Shout out to the legends, man. My guys.
This is episode 52.
There you go.
Straight like
Hey,
that.
Your Spanish getting sharper, boy. I'm proud of you.
And boy, you on Babel or what, bro?
I'll do a little something here and there.
Oh, okay.
Let me ask you this. Are you going to the Hundo? You going to be able to do
Oh,
this?
yeah, I'm going to the Hundo. The Hundo is CN. That's easy, baby. We going to get there.
Dang.
We going to get there.
That boy already got it ready.
Free pro.
In the tuck. All right.
Yeah, man.
I hear you.
Y'all boys good though. Before we get this started, again, we always speak about our black men don't check on each other. So we got to check on mental, health. How y'all boys doing? Everything is going decent in y'all lives. Everybody okay?
Hey, man, everything is everything. Appreciate you for asking. You know what I'm saying? I can't complain. Life is good. You know what I'm saying? So we good.
I would say the same, man. My life is good. I just recently came into some opportunities that are,
right.
you know what I'm saying, be putting your boy, you know what I'm saying, not just a few thousand more in his pocket, but, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm talking
All right.
numbers.
Okay.
Hey, look.
Lil Brody.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, and if anybody know, I'm a technician, so you need some alarms, some CCTV, which is cameras, burglar alarms, fire alarms. Yeah, hey, y'all need it, hit me up.
All that, yeah. I know they want that, man. Everybody be posting their little videos on social media from the house and all that.
Yeah,
I know y'all
man.
need it. You know what I'm saying? Tap in.
Check
up and
in,
down.
tap in.
Yeah. I'm good, man. Shit. I mean, overworked and I feel like underappreciated at the regular job, but it's all good. I'm a finesse my way. I always do.
You appreciate it here. Let me tell you that, man.
Appreciate it.
You appreciate it.
It's all love over here, man.
That's why it's good to be around family. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Cheers to that.
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I got some more clients coming in and things like that. A lot of my clients been losing weight. They getting ready to go on
Shout out to
vacation.
them.
Man, shout out to all y'all for real for tapping in with me.
I seen it with my own eyes.
I ain't gonna lie, hey man,
We're doing it.
You building more baddies than doctors, man.
So,
I love to
but
see it.
I still got open availability, so hit me up. We can do virtual, in person, however y'all trying to do it.
Sure.
Lock in.
Yeah, I love to hear it, man. Well, we got an interesting docket today, man. We are gonna get into a couple of things. Trying to figure out where to even start. I think we should start with the James Harden situation. If y'all are familiar with James Harden, he has recently been seen in pictures and videos with Sweetie. This is coming off of the heels of the, Quavo breakup, situations like that. Now, I seen a tweet go out yesterday that said he cashed out to $100,000 to request a date. So, I guess I ask, would y'all pay a certain amount of money for any woman's attention date-wise?
That's a good question.
Or is there a woman that comes, that's not like don't give me a super celebrity. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear like something local that you feel like is bad that I might drop a little thou wow to get the op.
Now is the thou wow, let's say we're just using that. Is it to get her attention, or is that y'all already exchanged numbers, y'all hanging out, and that's pretty much what you spent for that weekend or day?
To get her attention.
I'm never doing that. Ever.
Like putting a deposit down.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
I'm good.
Honestly, I don't know, cause I guess I would use money to get her attention, but I'm not sure if I would like spend it, cause women when they see the money, then you get their attention. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if I got it, you know what I'm saying.
If I got it,
I'm not spending $100,000, but I might, it's like booking a trip, like you know what I'm saying.
Right.
It's the same kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
It's like, I buy your flight out here, I'll spend half on your flight. You know what I'm saying? So I do shit like that.
I think that's a better way than just handing her cash.
Right. I ain't just gonna send you the bread.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, so you gonna drop the thou and then go spend the bread at
the part.
Because they gonna say, well, they gotta pay for their nails, they need some clothes before they get on vacation, they need all this shit. So that's the deposit.
Shout out to Lex.
Yeah, shout out to Lex. So they need all that before you get on the trip. So I mean, it's still a no for me, but I get it. I mean, now if I'm making millions and there's somebody I'm interested in trying to take out, I ain't gonna lie, I just might.
I ain't gonna spend no $1,000 though. I keep it. If I make a million, it's just 500 or under. You know what I'm saying? Good business.
Man,
it's a limit.
I'm dropping $1,000 to my girl, and I don't know if I could just do that to a woman, the attention that I'm trying to get. You know what I'm saying? Especially with how things is now. You know what I'm saying? What can you do for me? Like I don't know if I'm just gonna just straight up.
And that's why it'd be easy though, cause like our women want it's like this. It's easy to just boom, and then you got whatever chick you want. You can just show a little change, and then boom, you're so easy. You know what I'm saying? It's like very very easy. I ain't gonna lie, women, y'all are very easy.
He didn't say all.
Making waves early.
But it's a lot.
Right. It is a lot of y'all.
That money will open them legs.
I mean, but that's facts though. And any woman saying that that's not the case for most women is lying. Like most women have a price.
They do.
It's what it is. Like they'll say, "Oh, I'm not putting up with this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that." Yeah, but if it's Drake doing it,
right,
it's different than if it's Darnell that works stocking at FedEx.
Big facts though. Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? Money buys you chances, buys you grace.
For sure. I don't even think women realize that though. I think they so caught in their ways that they don't even realize that you getting bought out. You getting bought out.
Literally.
You literally getting bought out. It's easy.
I think now they do. They just don't care. They would just rather put up with it because they still get more out of it.
More money
at the end of the day, like
I guess so.
they just not like you're saying. They crying. What you say? Crying in the
crying in the Maybach.
You know what I'm saying?
To the Honda Civic.
So you get if you still stay in that man mansion or a nice house, you get to still ride his whip. You know what I'm saying? And just put up with bullshit, but he's still giving you money, still buying you that watch or
giving
a
you
purse.
a little more lavish.
I was actually
gonna put up with it.
I was actually around some women and some men. We kicking it. I got some player partners, right? So he messing with a girl. And bro got bread, you know what I'm saying? He out there in Cali doing his thing, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And he just paid for everything on her particular birthday, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about our drinks, the couple bottles he wanted to get us, and the lady females that was around was like, "Oh, that's big dick energy on some shit." You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just because he paid, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know.
So that mean they trying to fuck too?
Maybe I don't know. I don't.
That's what that sound like.
Maybe I don't know, but it's like it's crazy just because he spent a little money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It don't take much to impress.
Exactly.
I've been saying that.
Exactly. So. Yeah. Back to the question at hand. I give a little something. If I really wanted baby girl, like you know what I'm saying, because I'm not gonna hurt myself paying whatever I'm paying. But hey man, hey baby girl, not 100,000, but hey man, whatever, a couple dollars or something.
Get a piece of that.
Yeah, a couple dollars or something. Especially if I know I'm finna get it. Yeah, why not?
I'll send her some bread for her hair and her nails. I got you on that. You know what I'm saying? Look good when we go on our date, but
That's slick, right? Okay. I see what you did.
That's player too. I ain't gonna do that. I would just give her the money to get to where we going.
Say no. I ain't giving her nothing.
I need to book the stylist. You know what I'm saying? Because she might use that money on something else. You never know. Book the stylist. Who your stylist is? Your hairdresser, whoever. Book her, and then go to the nail shop. Leave the bread over there. Leave the tip. All that good stuff.
I gotta go to the nail
just have
shop
it taken care of.
Like, see, I can't. Because I get my feet done too. So if you want me to pay for your nails, I gotta be there.
Okay.
I gotta
be there.
All right, man. Speaking of hair and nails and hair done, recently Monique, man, came out and made some statements that caused a couple of issues, man. She made a statement in regards to women wearing bonnets. We're just gonna play a little bit of it, and I want to get y'all's response.
Hey, my sweet babies. So, it took me a minute to say what I'm getting ready to say because I want to make sure I'm not saying it in judgment, and I want to make sure I'm saying it from a place of love. Y'all, some of y'all have given me the title of auntie, and I'm honored that y'all do that, right? But there are times where auntie gotta talk to her babies and say some real shit. So yesterday, I was in the airport in Atlanta because I'm in Jackson, Mississippi now at Chuckles Comedy Club, right? And we got 3 shows tonight. We got a matinee at 5:30, then we got 7, then we got 10, right? And I'm excited. I always love going to the stage. So when we got to the airport yesterday, I was excited, like, all right, baby, let's go get him in Jackson, Mississippi. And as we began to walk through the airport, I saw so many, actually too many to count and too many for me to tap, but I saw so many of our young sisters in head bonnets, scarves, slippers, pajamas, blankets wrapped around them, and this is how they're showing up to the airport. And I've been seeing it, not just at the airport, I've been seeing it at the store, at the mall. I've been seeing sisters showing up with these bonnets and headscarves and their slippers. And the question that I'm having to you, my sweet babies, when did we lose pride in representing ourselves? When did we step away of let me make sure I'm presentable when I leave my home? Let me make sure I'm representing the family I created so that if I'm out in the street, I look like I have pride in myself. And I'm not saying no full face of makeup. I'm not saying no full front lace frontal. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is, could you please comb your hair? And if you don't want to comb your hair, they got enough shit out here now, baby, where you can style yourself up and look like you have pride. I'm not saying you don't have pride, but the representation that you're showing, someone would have to ask you to know that you had it. So my sweet babies, for the ones that do call me auntie, I love you for real. Even the ones that don't, I love y'all asses too. But the babies that say auntie to me, please listen to auntie. Always have pride in your representation of you. It's not to get a man. It is just your representation of you, my sweet babies. So I'm just giving y'all a warning. If I see you in the streets, in the airport, in the Walmart, and you got a bonnet on, and you got slippers on, and you looking like, what the fuck? Aunt Nikki gonna tap you and say, hey, baby girl, show you what you worth. Show you what you deserve. So all of those posts that you see celebrities putting out there saying, hey, queen, hey, queen, hey, queen, well, can we start putting it into action?
Nice stopping point right there.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
Didn't I say that?
Thoughts?
Queens. She said it respectfully. She called them my loves, my babies, my queens.
Right.
Like
she did that to try to just ease.
She's trying to soften the blow a little bit
ease
because that's what you have to do, unfortunately.
Right.
But all she said was, when you leave the house, look presentable.
Yeah, I mean,
what is wrong with that?
It's just this era, this time we in right now. It's a lot of people, they want to create their own rules, and it's like they don't give a fuck about nothing. So why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? So it's like they having a battle between, you know, just like she was saying, like the respectableness. Just, you know, it's how people look at you. I understand that you are who you are. You might be a stand up person. You know what I'm saying? So just, I mean, kind of look like a stand up person. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we don't make the rules make themselves. And when you dress like that and you approach like that, it's like you just already had a stigma to you. That just is what it is.
And another thing is it's the traditional ways. Like those traditional ways aren't necessarily used nowadays. Like, you know, back then our mothers, our grandmas, when they would leave the house, they were always presentable because they felt like there was a need to. You know what I'm saying? Like now, women feel like it wouldn't matter. I mean, for the most part, when they're leaving somewhere like that, they probably not even worried about, you know what I'm saying, somebody's attention anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's more so like they moving on the way of their comfortability. And that's how they look at it. My homegirl was just telling me this, like, early in the week. She was like, look, I'm not, you know what I'm saying, she's not getting her hair done and then, you know, having her hair down, getting on the plane, flying, going to, you know what I'm saying, wherever, and then the air is different, you know what I'm saying, her hair starts to get frizzy and stuff. Like, she just paid money, you know what I'm saying, to get her stuff done, and now it's bad. And now she got to pay for it again, or she got to find somebody that she's not comfortable with. And, you know, women don't just be going to any old stylist. Like,
you can't wear a hat.
Yeah, take that.
Women be doing stuff all the time. When they hair not done, they be out in the club. They hair jacked up with a little fedora or some type of cap on. They always try to make it fly. You know what I'm telling you? They try to make it fly some type of way if they hair not right. So if your hair not right, like you do it in those instances, why can't you do it?
Yeah, just
when you leaving the house.
Take that extra step of preparation. You know what I'm saying, and get it together. You know what I'm saying. But I will say though, like, for like the early morning and the late night times, like I kind of do understand. Like if you got like a 6 a.m., 5 a.m. flight, then I feel like it's different for me to see you with a bonnet on, because it's like it's early in the morning. But if it's like midday or like 10, 11, it's like, come on, like you know what I'm saying, get yourself together. It's like you should be ready for the date. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't look like you just woke up, or you just not like starting your day, or you looking like what the fuck, like she said. You know what I'm saying? Like you should look like something at some point, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, get up, you know what I'm saying? Snap into reality on some shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my thoughts is that I feel like there's so many different options that you can use. I was reading, because it was a woman that basically agreed with Monique on Twitter, and she was talking about, it's no excuse because there's so many different things we can use. We can throw on a wig with a damn headband on it. We can throw on whatever. It's quick things that we can put on to whip ourselves into shape. Not saying you get dressed like a damn Tyra Banks top model to go to the airport. That's not what we're saying, but look presentable. You don't want to be looking ghetto, and that's what it is, bro. And people gonna get mad at me for whatever the case may be, but I feel like bonnet and headscarves and shit in public is just ghetto. There's no way around it. You know what I'm saying? We from the hood. We seen that. People walking to the corner store with flip flops and shit on, bonnets on, hair all over your damn head,
stomach all out.
You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm fair. Same thing go for men. Durags in public, is ghetto.
Yeah, I don't rock with that either. Like I don't be like, I don't see how that's like a trend, like a swag. You know what I'm saying? Like
again, there's so many different. You can put a hat on your head. You ain't got no cut. You can do whatever. But you ain't got to put on no damn durag on, walking into people establishments in public and then expecting people to treat you with the utmost respect. I say it all the time. It's like if I got a damn doctor's outfit on and somebody collapse, I can't get mad at the niggas looking at me to save them. I'm wearing a doctor's outfit. You know what I'm saying? So how can you dress ghetto as hell and then expect people not to, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. So again, man, we gotta take pride in our appearance. I agree with that. Men and women.
And I like how Monique was talking about you may not want to impress nobody, which is cool, because I feel like everybody, you shouldn't want to impress people. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people go out with that mindset, like, who I gotta impress? Like I'm just gonna come, but you should impress yourself on some shit. Like,
that's
you know what I'm saying? Like I did this. You know what I'm saying? Like surprise yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the, you know what I'm saying, the guy that just do all the right shit, but sometimes I be like, okay, I can't wear this because I do want to go in here like whatever, but I be like, okay, let me, let me put on some jeans real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep my hoodie on, but let me put on some jeans real quick. You know what I'm saying? Just because of, you know what I'm saying, the extra stuff that goes into it that may not even have nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I just gotta do it for those sakes. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what it is.
Definitely impress yourself.
Yeah, man. I mean, another thing, you never know who you gonna see or meet out in public. You could be done missed out on a networking opportunity because a motherfucker looking at you like, oh hell no.
That's a big fact.
Compared to, you know what I'm saying, you dressed up decent, you sitting at a bar, you might run into an exec or somebody that can put you in a position to, you know what I'm saying, progress your life, change your life. But you looking like a goddamn hood rat, he ain't gonna present you no.
Hey man, especially in the airport, man. When I'm sitting on planes, man, you never know who you sit next to. I didn't been sitting next to Migos videographer. I didn't sit next to such and such cousin. I didn't sit next to so many people. So you know what I'm saying. You never know. You gotta prepare yourself for them situations because you never know what's gonna fall right in your lap. You know what I'm saying?
They trying to move, like I said, with comfortability. They not worried about none of that shit. They want to be comfortable wherever they going. They want to feel like it's just an easy, you know what I'm saying, step, you know what I'm saying, plan A to plan B. Like I'm moving.
Hey man, well, you know what they say, man. Step outside your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Get uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Great things come from uncomfortability, man. Yep. So yeah, just know that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For real.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with everything she said. Yeah. I mean,
But shout out to all my queens with bonnets on right now. You know what I'm saying?
We got love for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just leave that shit at the crib.
It's a time and place for it. That's it.
Hey, man.
We going out to eat with
leave that shit in your car, man. All the way up until you get to there.
Or send the kids in if you're trying to
send the kids in.
Send the kids in or something, man. We walk around like that, dog.
Hell yeah. But speaking of uncomfortable, recently Nick Cannon came out and made some statements in regards to monogamy. We just gonna play it. I want to get y'all responses.
Set. Number one, as an OG in this music game, and you've seen every publicity stunt known to man and know all the inside stories. Do you think this is actually real, or do you think it's a big publicity stunt?
I think it's real, man. Any nigga that's gonna go on stage in an Elvis costume in front of thousands of people, that man want his girl back.
Cardi being upset.
Like, I think it's interesting though because, I mean, for one, they don't need the publicity stunts. They the biggest things in music. Like they poppin'. Like it's. But this is like the new soap opera. To be like, we want to know, is Cardi gonna take Offset back? Like we all rooting for him. We all putting our own personal stories into it. And honestly, I think it's a beautiful story of two people who started from nothing, who gained everything, who ultimately love each other, but still trying to juggle in this world of access to like everything. They have.
Well, here's the one thing that's kind of interesting to me is that, does Cardi really think that Offset is not gonna fuck with nobody else?
That's the thing. And again, people probably gonna hate me for this comment.
He wanted to have a threesome. Yes, he did.
Every man wants to have a threesome, Cardi.
Every man is going to want to have a threesome. He was doing all this shit before you showed up.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Cardi was getting it popping too.
I interviewed Cardi. Really. She's talked about having threesome.
I had a threesome a couple of times, but when I do it, it's just only to satisfy my dude, to get cool points with my dude. But I never really enjoy it. I enjoy intimacy. So I enjoy intimacy with me and a girl. I enjoy intimacy with me and my guy. When it's the three thing, it's just like a show. You know, it's fake, like porn.
If my chick has had a threesome before and ain't gonna have one with me, I'm gonna feel a little left out. Like, why I didn't meet you when you was in the threesome stage?
I see that live TV interview. You can't say you
don't have a conversation.
Rewind that shit. Play it again.
Again, I think I hope they prevail because I feel like their connection is greater than just that. Because eventually, if you really want to work on your union and you got a child together, it's gonna have to go beyond the superficiality of, you know, me out here wanting this or doing this or making a mistake here. Like, y'all got a family. Y'all got to figure that out.
I mean, I just think people put so much emphasis on sex and monogamy.
Yeah.
It's so unrealistic.
Yeah.
It's so fucking unrealistic. Especially when you talk about people, you know, who are in the public eye, who, you know, men, women already know them way before they ever see them in person and so forth. They're doing shows. There's women that throw their panties on.
You know how I feel about monogamy, man. I feel like monogamy is not natural.
Yeah.
It's look at every animal on the planet besides like penguins and seahorses. You know what I'm saying?
Penguins and seahorses.
They're the only monogamous creatures on the planet, man. And it's just like the other, it's just not. Our animal instinct is to be attracted to someone. Now, if you have the control enough to act on it, and it goes back to what I was talking about, the access to excess, it's real easy to buy step one chick, but when you got 50 coming at you, like Chris Rock said it was like, pussy gonna catch up with you at some point. Like, you can run from the pussy all you want, but it's gonna catch up with you.
Well, I have a theory, and I'm sure I'm gonna get bashed for this, but whatever. My theory is, when you look at what's happening these days, right? Like, for example, when you and I were young, if you wanted to meet a girl, you either have to be going to school with her.
Yep.
Meet her at the mall.
Yeah.
Meet her.
You had to actually have real interaction with her.
Mm-hmm. And then once you get a little older, you'd have to go hit the clubs.
Yeah.
You have to do this, maybe ask about a friend. These days, between Instagram, all the Tinder apps, all you're now in a situation, men are in a situation where they have so much more access to women.
Yeah.
And I think that women have inherently lost that power of sex.
It's so crazy.
That they've held on to for hundreds of thousands of years, essentially. And I think that the Me Too movement is a power grab for some of the power that they've lost.
Yeah.
Now, I know people are going to get very angry at me, but I've talked to this. I've said this to women, and they've actually agreed with me.
I believe, especially someone who is a father of a daughter, and even having these conversations with my daughter to this day, I tell her about her power and what she possesses and how she should respect herself. Again, she's 7 right now, so I can't get too graphic, but I try to go in as detailed as possible that there's gonna be so many people that want to leech your power away from you, who are gonna try to take this essence that you possess. And you hit it on the head, man. Like, it's been watered down in such a way that, and that's why I commend and salute the Me Too movement, because I believe the woman is the most powerful being on the planet. When you look at all that they go through and the energy that they embody and how they chakras are aligned, like that energy is real. But because of the vanity, because of social media, this girl showed me this DM, the plutonic friend showed me a DM that she got, and it said some shit like, this dude slid in her DM. First of all, hit her with the DM with mad stacks and jewelry and hundreds of thousands to let her know who he was, mad paper, and was like, yo, I don't want to be your boyfriend, I just want to fucking take you shopping. And like, it didn't work with her, but clearly that has worked before her. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, all right, swipe right, next one. You know what I mean? Like, and to think about like, yo, that's the engagement today. That's how you holla at a chick now?
Yep. Damn.
It's that easy, bro.
Thoughts?
That's crazy.
First things first, do y'all feel like monogamy is natural? One mic.
I don't want to say it's natural. I just feel like it's more so common, but I don't think that was something that was already common within black people. And what I mean by that is like regarding back all the way, you know what I'm saying, like before slave days. Like those guys, they had more than one wife.
They had villages.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it was. Like the woman took care of the house that she was in. She took care of the kids there, and then her sister wife or whatever you would want to call it, they took care of their household. But the man had multiple women.
They all shared the household.
And it didn't go to, you know, one man, one woman until white people started putting their living, their lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, on our people.
So Western civilization, that culture is what you're saying is what influenced like black folks that came from Africa.
Yes,
essentially is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, here's another thing. I heard I was in Clubhouse the other day. I spent a lot of time on Clubhouse, unfortunately. But I was on Clubhouse and they was speaking about something similar to this. And a guy said, "Why do you think that a woman can only get pregnant one time, or by one man at a time, but a man can go impregnate 1,000 women at one time if he wanted to?" And he presented that question from a biological stance, like men were put on this earth to procreate.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So biologically, our urges are set up that way compared to women were put on this earth to support a man and to be protected by the man that she's supporting.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is why she's only able to, be pregnant by one man at a time. And most women typically just want one man. They could have 1,000 men shooting at them of all kind of age ranges, of all kind of income ranges or whatever. But if they fall in love with one, he don't even got to be the richest. He don't got to be the most powerful, whatever. But she love him. She will curve everybody else for him and be totally satisfied as long as he giving her the attention and protection that she needs.
Right.
But men, on the other hand, most men, when they get into a relationship, it feels like they're sacrificing something to be there.
Right.
So whereas women feels like, they're gaining something to be in a relationship. So I say that to say, does that lend itself to monogamy not being natural to men in y'all eyes? Or is it just gibberish being spoken?
I mean, I don't feel like monogamy is natural, but I do feel like it's possible. I feel like it can happen. I feel like there's definitely men out there that'll be able to do it, and women for sure, of course. But I don't know if it's normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the way you explained it was like perfect, like right on the nail. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why men have so many urges. Like, you know what I'm saying? Natural instinct urges to just make moves, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then the women with the curves, and we our eyes see something, it's like instantly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going through a nigga head. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's definitely possible, but I don't think it's normal. I really don't think it's normal.
Oh,
it ain't normal. I mean, it's definitely something that has changed over time. It's definitely possible, but it's something that a lot of men would have to. Shit, that's like almost from birth. Because from birth, we taught, get on these hoes, get, men's women, sleep with many women. That helps you elevate your status as a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't no man until you get you a piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, as a young kid, that's what we were told. You know what I'm saying? But women are told to hold out and wait and find that special person. And
your Prince Charming.
So, yeah, it's coming from that because I guess even back then, like, whenever the king wanted to find his queen or something, like, she was held in a higher regard because she hasn't been touched yet. She's quote unquote pure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's still, in a sense, you know what I'm saying, kind of still operating that way because at the end of the day, a lot of men don't want nobody that's been around the block a lot of times.
Thanks.
We want experience, but you know what I'm saying, you don't want nobody that's just been with anybody and everybody.
Right.
But that ain't the qualifications for men. Because we can do whatever we want and still find the woman that we want.
Facts.
Unfortunately, the double standards that we talk about.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it works more to our benefit than our detriment.
Right.
Continue.
Right.
So I think it's just that's just kind of transition, and a lot of men still feel the same way. If you are in a powerful position of some kind of sort, you have money, you're attractive, like Nick said, you have access to excess. That's just what it is.
It's just too many natural urges and natural temptations for it to be normal. Like, and I know you're supposed to fight the temptations and fight out, but it's too easy for a man to have this. Like, it's too many of it for it to be normal to just be monogamous. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The explosion of social media has made it even harder.
Oh,
the sex. God. It ain't social media. It's the sex put on social media.
Right.
I think that would. A lot of men's urges wouldn't be as bad if all these women aren't posting themselves.
I don't know though.
Naked all the time.
That's true, but still, it'd be just a bad bitch that's way in New York that I'm not supposed to see because I'm in Houston. She could be fully clothed, but it's like, damn, who are you?
But you are absolutely right. But I think that the infatuation is a little bit different. Like, that's more so. I feel like you would want to kind of get to know that person. Yeah, you still may want to hit, but it's like, damn, like I still want to get to know her. But if it's that same chick and she ass naked. When your first thought is, I want to be.
Yeah, I'm trying to
slide.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get to know her. But if she fine and she clothed, it's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? She got a little mystique about her, mystery about her. Like, she fine, she got the curves, she ain't showing too much. But, you know what I'm saying? I still want to holler at that. Like, you would naturally treat her different than somebody that's just naked all the time. You open up her page, every single picture, you see ass. That's what's advertised to me.
For sure. Now I ain't gonna lie. Every time
you know what I'm saying?
A bitch go on a vacation, all they want to do is show.
They can't wait.
They can't wait to get in that thong bikini.
Bitch ain't even got to the beach yet. Bikini pictures in the hotel room.
Right? I be like, it's crazy. You know? I mean, show me more. But it's crazy. It's crazy.
Shit, what need OnlyFans for?
That's real rap.
I see that shit all the time.
For real.
Here's a question, Red. How do you feel like we change this dynamic, or do you feel like it's possible
to change the dynamic of
man wanting to just snipe everything more?
I mean, I don't know if you necessarily just change the dynamic. The thing is, you have to understand that men move different than women. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all was just saying, like the way we look at it, and it works to our benefit as more to our detriment, like you were saying. I mean, we can have multiple women. If a man wants to settle down with one woman, he's only going to settle down with one woman. But I don't think it's natural for a man to really just have one woman. Like, you can ask any man, you know what I'm saying, if it's possible for them to have 2 or 3 women, they'll tell you, like, you know, they don't want to hurt their wives' feelings,
right.
But they would tell you, like, if I could have 2 or 3 women, like, yeah, I would.
For sure.
Most definitely.
I need folks.
No,
if you want to be one of my 4 mains.
Like, that's just
one of my 4 mains.
That's just the truth. But if you
just gotta afford it.
If you ask a woman,
some shit though.
That's it.
Outside of money, because a man is not necessarily with a woman for money.
Right.
You ask a woman outside of money if she would have more than one man, they're gonna tell you no. They just want one.
True.
Right. I think though the and this they might slander me for this. They might get on my ass back, and I love it. The only way for it to change, like the dynamic, is if women would listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, men tell women certain things, and they feel like we trying to. Well, some niggas do, but we like, you know what I'm saying? I seen the post the other day that's been going around. I see why my nigga told me to stay inside the house, because it's fun outside. I think women, like, they go and they have fun and they lose themselves. Right. You know what I'm saying? But a nigga be trying to tell you, do this, do that, stay here, don't do this, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to listen because they feel tied down or they missing out. But if you listen to a man, we really trying to protect you from certain things and certain habits. And then, like, we have a lot more women that understand and, you know what I'm saying, and be per se caged in or whatever the fuck the case may be, but you wouldn't be able to do all the stuff, and men wouldn't be able to see all the stuff they see, because when y'all get outside, y'all lose yourselves. Y'all make bad decisions sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I say you're a bad person, but you make bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? So just if you listen to a man more, you know what I'm saying? Then
I just feel we always come from, hey, Larry June.
No, that's that Cole. That's that Cole.
That's right.
That J. Cole. I wouldn't say that you was a hoe. Just made a whole decision.
Right. Right.
I just feel like we coming from opposite ends a lot of times. Like, a lot of times where, because men, you know, we can get a woman pregnant or whatever, early age, whatever. We can still have our fun, go out, do what we do.
Right.
A lot of times, if a woman get pregnant, she gonna stay in the house.
Right.
That's what it is. So I feel like a lot of times they'll get pregnant young and got to take care of the baby, got to work, things like that. And so when they really start making money and the kid is able to kind of do more things freely with other kids or a family, whatever it is, now she, you know, getting closer to 30. Now she got more money, looking a little bit better. That's when she going out, finally discovering herself, and she getting chose now, getting chosen by young dudes, older dudes, whatever. Yeah. A lot of times us, we've ran through that phase all our 20s, you know what I'm saying, and did everything we wanted to do. So by the time we hit 30, we ready to settle down. And they on the opposite end where it's like, shit, I'm just getting my peak. I'm just getting my money. I'm just getting chose. I feel like that's kind of what it is a lot of times. I mean, even with dudes too, because dudes will catch your peak late. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He exposed himself or not. He don't want to, you know, settle down. But I feel like in most cases though, like, it more so happened to women early.
I mean, that's true too. I mean,
I'm gonna be honest. I think if we're gonna change it, it starts from young. I think everybody that's older now, we already too far gone as far as mindset. Your mindset is what it is. You're not going to change a 30, 40-year-old man mind in regards to monogamy. But I think it starts with the children. Like, we got to encourage relationships. And just like O spoke to so eloquently earlier, when we are growing up, we are not encouraged to be in relationships. We are encouraged to snipe
right.
from everybody around us, from our mothers when she says he's going to be a heartbreaker when he grows up, from our friends who's saying, hey, man, we going to see who can get the ass first. We going to see who can get the most numbers, from our uncles and dads. Hey, but boy, when back in the day when I had about 3, 4, I was doing this, I was doing. So you and also from women. Other women, outside women, because just like you said, that's what I meant by it works to our benefit more to our detriment. A man that has a lot of attractive women on his line or on his jacket attracts more women. Why? Because they want to see what the fuck is the hype.
Like a badge of
about
honor.
this, right? Because women are sneaky competitive. They'll never admit it, but they are. They're sneaky competitive.
Keyword, sneaky.
Right.
I was gonna say another thing that could actually help is actually, even if it's not a 2-parent home, but you know what I'm saying, a man and a woman coexisting with the children that they have, because you know that takes a part of it, as you know what I'm saying, with a lot of these younger kids coming up who didn't have a father in their life. For not all women did this, but there was some women who, you know what I'm saying, kept a father purposely out their lives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they those same men grow up to be, you know what I'm saying, some ain't shit niggas. So
we're about to get to that in just a minute. Don't give too much. We're about to get to that in just a minute. But yeah. So again, just to tie this thing on up, man. I think it starts young. We have to encourage our young men that being in a relationship is cool, that there's value in that, and until that happens, men are going to grow up with that mindset. Don't get me wrong. There is a biological. I kind of agree with that a little bit. There's a biological thing that makes a man wants to go, quote unquote, sow his royal oats. But I feel like also people can be trained to value certain things. It's just like if I got a kid and I want him to play basketball, I want him to value basketball. We're going to watch basketball from the time he's young. I'm going to teach him out there. I'm going to buy him a goal. We're going to practice jumpers, all that. So when he's 18, he loves basketball because he's been trained to do so. I think the same thing should be done in terms of relationships.
I think that's true too. It need to be definitely put some value in our young men, but also put value into our young women as well, because a lot of times they be like, oh, don't trust these women, don't trust them, you know what I'm saying? Because you really can't sometimes. So if we do both sides, let them know, women know, hey, value yourself, like from young. So don't do this, don't do that, don't. And then a man will value a woman and they can perfectly mate, you know what I'm saying? Because it's there. Like you ain't got a woman that's conniving, you ain't got a man that ain't shit that just want to do what he want to do. So
don't be selling your ass for cash.
Okay, on that note, we're going to get into the quick hit segment.
Let's get it.
Okay, first one. I was engaged in a very interesting conversation last night on Clubhouse in terms of marriage. Title of the room was, Are Men Giving Up on Marriage in This Era? So I thought it'd be an interesting thing to bring to the pod. I'm interested in hearing y'all responses. Do y'all feel like men in this era, 2021, millennial era, are giving up on marriage?
Men or black men? You just saying men, period?
Well, I mean, let's speak from my perspective. Black men
let's go there.
are giving up on marriage.
I'm going to say hell yeah. I'm going to just go ahead and say it. Can I get a hell yeah for 1,000?
Should I get a hell?
Nah, for real. I mean, I feel like, yeah, man, it's just like I spoke about earlier, man. It's just too easy for us to do certain type of things. And then when you think about catering to a woman and she wants this $30,000 wedding, this $40,000, this $50,000. I know y'all was talking about it last time, the expensive weddings. Like, why would I do that when I can have all this and then I can find me somebody that's gonna marry me in the church, I mean in the courtroom, you know what I'm saying? And if I don't, I can just keep living this lifestyle. You feel me? So I feel like we, unfortunately, I'm not saying it's a good thing. Please don't act like I'm saying it's a good thing. But yeah, I think we definitely, us as black men, I say we because I'm a black man, giving up on, I would love to get married, by the way, but we giving up on marriage for sure.
I would say yeah, because there's been a lot of, and I've heard it myself, but there's been a lot of stories of where a man say, you know, oh yeah, you know, I settled down with this woman and you know, we had kids, but we didn't know each other, or you know, we grew out of love, and then it like now whenever you have to, I don't want to say you have to get married because I want to get married, but now you have to really understand your partner going forward. You have to understand their flaws. You have to understand, you know, what they excel at, you know, what they're better than you at, and you know what I'm saying, where you lack at. And a lot of that, I want to say, if I was just given a time frame from somewhere late 90s, you know, up to the 2010s. Like I heard a bunch of stories of, you know, men divorcing women like repeatedly. You know what I'm saying? I know multiple men that's been married and divorced multiple times. You know what I'm saying? And it's because some of these people, I mean, they get caught up in the aesthetics of it, you know, the way things look. And, you know, some of it is, you know, it worked financially for both of us. I mean, it's so many things that people didn't necessarily understand. They didn't take the time to really understand their partner. You know, like
that's real.
Like you have to. It's 4 seasons in a year. You have to go through all 4 seasons in your life. You know what I'm saying, with a partner before you really like, yeah, this the one. Like I didn't been broke. You know what I'm saying? She was there. You know, I was at my high point where I was losing myself and I was just caught up in all the attention, and she's the one that grounded me. You know what I'm saying? Like I
see you, boy.
You need
my
that.
man getting his bag. Don't do that. My man getting his bag.
Get
My man getting his bag.
Get in it, baby. Get in it.
Like that's just real, because like I said, it's a lot of stories that black men are being told, especially around my age, about, you know, how their uncles aren't, you know what I'm saying, with their wives, or, you know, their ex-wives, and then you got single fathers now, and you just like, they went through all of that. You know, I don't want to go through that. I don't want to, when I get married, I want to make sure that it's literally this one person for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to have to go through different divorces. Like you got niggas that's, you know what I'm saying, still paying money to women off of 3 different divorces. Like
alimony,
you don't
child support too.
You don't want to go through none of that. That's like all of that. That's almost the same thing as, you know, a man having. I mean, when he has a child with a woman and he has 3 different baby mamas, he's paying all of them. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like all the negatives out of that. You want to narrow down all the negatives as much as possible, which is why. You have a lot more men that's really just, you know, look, baby, I'm with you, I'm settling with you, but I'm not sure on this marriage thing because it really scares me. So
that's real.
Do you feel like men are giving up on marriage in this era?
All right, so me, I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna say no, only because I don't think we giving up. I just think we being more patient and more selective. I think that's what it is, because we understand. My opinion, I feel like men understand marriage way more than women do. I'm gonna say that because we understand the work and like all the shit that goes into a marriage. Like we know you can't just turn shit on, turn shit off. Like we understand the totality of the whole thing. Even when you mad, I got to deal with that. If you having a bad day, some kind of way, I got to make sure your day is better. Like there's a lot of stuff that falls on us, and we understand that. Women can just go kind of freely for the most part in a relationship. That's how they feel.
Get coddled.
Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? So men are more selective. It's like, is this person worth it? Is this person not worth it? Or, you know what I'm saying? Or if I have multiple, it's like, why get married if I got 3 women doing everything that I want to do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to narrow down that one when you already have, you know, multiple options. So, I mean, I think we definitely would like to get married, because I know men want to, you know, store their oats and roots and all that good stuff and live on and have a legacy long, you know, all that good stuff. I know we do. It's just women make it hard. Women make it hard in a lot of relationships, and it's just easier to be single and move as you please. You know what I'm saying? I can deal with one woman, send her home, or, you know, leave from wherever. Like it's just a lot easier than dealing with one person getting on your nerves or just don't want to listen to you, or just being hard for no reason. I think that's a big part of it.
And I'll just say this last thing, but men and women, stop saying I bring everything, you know, to the table.
The quote unquote table.
When you're with a woman or when you with a man, first off, learn that person and understand what everything is that they need.
Right. It's they need, not what you need.
Because you already understand what you have. Understand what they need. And then that's how you get the communication to work between the two.
A lot of people don't want to do that.
They don't
even understand that. You know what I'm saying? They like, you got to learn the other person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you learned yourself. And if not, you still can grow with a person, but you have to get out of your body and learn your partner. You can't just be like, oh, this is what I want and this how it's going to be. No, what do they want? You know what I'm saying? How do they want it to be? Now how y'all gonna, you know what I'm saying, make it whatever y'all got, you know what I'm saying?
Which leads me to my point. My point is that a lot of men are waking up and weighing those
options,
positives versus negatives.
Facts.
So whereas in the past, you know, getting married was just a part of natural progression. It's like, oh yeah, maybe we're gonna get up, gonna get a job, get a wife, have a baby, pick a fence, and that's success to us. Right. It's just a natural progression. People got married because that's just something that we supposed to do, right? But now men aren't doing that so much because there's less pressure on us, for one, and for two, men are just asking questions more. It's like, okay, what are the risks of getting married compared to the benefits or the incentives of getting married compared to the benefits that I'm already receiving before I get married? And that's what the situation comes down to. It's like, okay, especially hearing just everything that we done heard. For one, weddings or marriage has a negative connotation.
That's what it is.
When it comes to men.
When it comes to men.
It's just what it is. Like, again, you can just look, fuck the stats, fuck all that. Look around you. Women, men, everybody. When a woman announces that she's getting married, how does her friends respond? How does everybody around her respond?
I'm so proud of you.
Yes, sis.
You.
It's an accomplishment.
You.
Right? Like, it's praise there. It's, oh my God.
Not y'all.
Congratulations.
You hear from a man. Oh,
you
man.
sure? You sure, bro?
Oh, she the one?
You thought about it?
You think so?
So it's a negative connotation. And in the past, again, because it was what you were supposed to do, men would just do it anyway. But now we're not going for that. It's like, okay, I'm getting a lot of benefit outside of getting married, and I don't want it to decrease. And why do I know it's going to decrease? Because I've heard it from everybody around me that's been married from a male perspective. Oh, man, when you get married, oh, man, the sex is dying down. Oh, man, the cooking dying down. Hey, what that little shit y'all doing right now? And enjoy that.
You're right.
When you get married, that shit over with.
Exactly.
Like, that's what we getting hit with.
Like a prison sentence.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like now dudes is like, I don't know. I'm going to drag this. Yeah, I'm gonna drag this honeymoon stage out as long as I possibly can.
Right. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the mindset, for one. And for two, we don't see a lot of successful examples of marriage around us.
Right.
The percentage is low. Right? Fuck what the stats say. Because I think the stats say, oh, 50% of it's a 2-parent household, 50%, whatever the stats say. Fuck that. Look around you. How many successful marriages do you see compared to unsuccessful marriages do you see? Yeah. It's a lopsided number. You know what I'm saying? So when you go into that shit, it's just like going to sit at the blackjack table and the odds of you winning is 3%. Are you going to put all your chips in and play all day at a 3% winning percentage?
Right.
Hell no, you're not.
Right.
So men are looking at marriage the same way now compared to back then. And I think that's what's discouraging.
Yeah. And I had someone real close to me share this information, and they told me, like, they just went after what they wanted. They didn't care about the scenario. They went after what they wanted. They wanted to get married. They chose the person they wanted to get married to, got married. Didn't love them. Didn't love them. Just told me, out front. But that's what they felt that you should do.
Oh, yeah. That's right. To me. Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, like sitting and taking that in is like that. Not saying that confirmed it for me, but it's just
it gave you to understand.
Yeah, like a lot of women just out here, not saying they doing it on purpose, because a lot of times it's not. You just feel it's just like we're talking about a natural progression.
You just
know what I'm saying. But you should be with someone and they should be happy. It shouldn't be fussing and fighting over the smallest things all the time. Like that's not a relationship. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not whatever. I don't care what we saw. You know what I'm saying? Like you fighting every single day with your partner is not healthy. At all. And that needs to be either addressed or y'all need to break up, because it should, even if y'all have a disagreement, you should be able to talk it out. Right. Somebody may get upset, you know what I'm saying, don't want to talk to you for a day, whatever it is. If y'all care about each other, y'all can get over that shit and move on. And that's what we need more of. Start dating people that you actually like and people that actually like you. Yeah. And you will be fine. Stop dating these people that you like begging for their attention and begging to spend time with them. No, cut that shit out. I'm telling y'all now, cut that shit out. Men and women.
That's a fact though. That's a fact. But on the contrary, like for me, when I get married, I look forward to the struggles, because I feel like, okay, what are we going to overcome?
Right.
It's like I want to overcome every, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's not going to be peaches and cream.
Right.
It's not a fucking fantasy. You know what I'm saying? It's real fucking life.
Real life.
You know what I'm saying? So I know we're going to, you know what I'm saying, clash. You feel me? Because I'm an alpha. I might marry an alpha woman. So, you know what I'm saying? I look forward to the struggles and how we get through them. It's going to be a beautiful success story. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people, they want that hoe to go just smooth. Right.
Yeah,
they want to just go like a slide. Just slide
they
on.
They want their life. They want their life to look like the pictures that they they idolize of social media. You know what I'm saying? And they don't understand like a lot. Those people go through a lot of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You could say, you know, just throwing a name out there, but I mean, just recently seen the man got divorced. But Jeff Bezos, that nigga is breaded.
Yep. Bill Gates too.
Bill Gates
just got divorced too. Yep. Both of them.
So.
Both of them. Like
all the money in the world. Couldn't save their marriage.
Couldn't save the marriage. Like
at all.
That just goes to show you, like, you know what I'm saying, that even having the most money in the world isn't going to, you know what I'm saying, save your marriage. Like, you really have to go through the seasons.
Yeah, for sure. Like he was saying, for sure. And another thing I think is ruining the whole idea of marriage is I don't really like this. I don't know how y'all feel about it. The whole movement of I'd rather have a bond than a title, and I definitely disagree with that because if you have a title, that means you have the elite amount of communication, which essentially is the bond. Like you have to be able to communicate with this person to understand why you have that title or why this title is here. So if you just got a bond, I feel like that's just, I don't know what that is. That's just some shit in the air that can evaporate.
You're giving room for wiggle room.
Exactly.
You're
like
giving
you
a lot
definitely
of
need
gray
a title.
area.
You know, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Definitely get a title. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that whole bond versus title thing is kind of like making people let go of traditional old boyfriend, girlfriend, wife and husband type things. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask y'all this. I mean, would you rather have love or loyalty?
To me, I think love is loyalty. So I mean, I just had somebody. I had to have somebody that's on that same accordance. So I feel like everybody gonna have their own answer. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have given great answers to why loyalty is more important, and I rock with it. But I feel like love is loyalty to me personally. So I mean, I guess I'd rather have love.
Okay. I mean, I was just asking because I was like, the way I look at it, I mean, you can love somebody, but you can also hate somebody. You know what I'm saying? And to me, hate is just love. It's just you hate them because they're not reciprocating the action of which you want them to. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's loyalty, regardless what happens, you know what I'm saying, none of your secrets are spilled. They understand who you are, and they may dislike you for a moment, but it's still there. Like they know they'll never turn on you. They'll never leave you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And also like somebody can be loyal and dumb. So I don't encourage like dumbness. Like even if somebody was loyal to me and then they was hurting themselves or doing stupid shit, like I want you to be the best you can be. So don't be loyal to me just because you feel like you're supposed to do it, or it's like you can better yourself without, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes loyalty can be misconstrued or like just used in a different like way. Like don't be dumb because you're loyal to me. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be the highest you can be. So I'm sticking with love, man. I'd rather you love me because if you love me, then you probably love yourself. And that's what I need at you. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gonna work. That's how we gonna mesh. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want a dumbass friend that's around me or a dumbass girl that's around me. Like I feel like we can't build. Like you know what I'm saying? Your brain is not on the same wave as mine. So you may be loyal to me, but it don't mean nothing. Like you're useless to me. You know what I'm saying?
Not bringing me benefit with the loyalty.
There's no benefit to your loyalty at all.
I get both. But I would feel like love at the end of the day would trump it. At least it should, based on the definition of what love is. Love would be heavier than loyalty and to me, because it sees no wrongdoing at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So that would kind of tie into loyalty with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm gonna check you.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it respectful.
We need that.
You know what I'm saying? So I would go with love over loyalty if I'm choosing that.
I would weigh them evenly, and the reason I would is because I feel like both of them are conditional. Both of them,
that's
loyalty
true.
and love. Because you can love a motherfucker, but like if they cheat on you, shoot you, stab you,
right,
do a bunch of negative shit to you, I won't love you no more.
Right.
This is what it is. Like, don't get me wrong, I may still care for your well-being, but I won't love you. I don't have no love for a nigga that would do something like that to me.
Right.
And loyalty is the same way. Most people are loyal according to convenience. Most people.
That's true.
Once they stop getting benefit from you, or there's no mutual benefit there, they have no reason to be loyal no more, and that's why they'll drop off. So I feel like both of them are conditional, and that's why I would weigh them the same.
Okay.
But just to get back to the question, both of them are necessary in terms of marriage. I'm married. I can speak to it, man. Like it's a day-to-day proving ground. It's work. There's no way around it. Most people think, oh man, when we get married, everything's just gonna go smooth. That's the epitome. That's the mountaintop. No. That's the beginning.
Right.
Exactly.
Of what the uphill climb is gonna be, because new normals have to be set. There's new obligations. There's new limitations. There's new us getting to understand each other, because now our business is tied together.
It's like a whole new relationship.
Yeah, our livelihoods are tied together. Our communication has to be on point, because we are one now. You have my last name. Like, we are family now.
Right.
We are parenting over a child. So it's like all the little petty shit to where when you date, I can just walk. All right, man, whatever. Yo, what, you tripping? All right, man, I'm out, man. I got time for this shit. Marriage, it don't work like that. When you signing up for that, you signing up for a lifelong journey of waking up and proving to each other that we both belong in this situation.
Yeah. Square business.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like it is. And love and loyalty is required for that to happen. Both of them equally, to be honest. Dope ass question, man.
Right.
Man, y'all boys is kicking ass, man. Okay. Speaking of relationships, we can get right into the next one. It's always an interesting topic. I want to hear y'all responses to it. Do y'all feel like men are intimidated by successful women? Women with their own bread, women with money, do y'all feel like men are intimidated by that?
Never.
Why or why not?
Because when they bend over,
Hold on to
we see who in charge then.
This boy sick.
We see who in charge then.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna say, look. I'm gonna say, hell nah. It's this cool guy, man. This powerful guy. This guy that's very popular, man. He made a post that he was saying.
I don't want to say no names.
I ain't gonna say no names, but he cool like the AC and he trill like a motherfucker. But look. Hey man, he say, man, look, we not intimidated. It's just we don't want that we annoyed by that masculine, them traits that come with that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like women, they get, or they think that they in this sense of power because, they doing their thing and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But you don't gotta be so shit on everybody ish. You wanna put your foot down all the time. Like, baby girl, I don't got time to be dealing with that. I really don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? I treat you the same like I treat everybody, because in my mind, I'm supposed to be the one that's providing and protecting for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about what you got going on. I don't give a damn about what you got going on. I'm trying to what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? When you can add on or whatever, but like all that intimidation stuff is idiotic. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time to be battling with you in the conversation every time. You trying to prove that this, hey, baby girl, I thought we getting to know each other. Come on now. Like, trying to take me down. Like, come on, baby girl. Why would I want to endure in such a thing like that when I just want a couple drinks with you? You know what I'm saying? I want to enjoy myself. Facts. I'm not trying to turn red and yell to top my lungs at you. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I'm not intimidated by you. I just don't want to deal with all the extra stuff that come with you doing your thing. You know what I'm saying?
I know you got your own money. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's honestly, the fact that you make your own money and you're in a position of power, that's attractive as hell.
That's sexy.
It's big sexy,
that's
baby.
sexy.
Come on now.
But guess what? Instead of you taking your car to Jose and Juan and they charging you, you know what I'm saying, 3 arms and 2 legs to change your brakes, hey, take your car to me.
There we go.
I'll change your brakes.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
Grown man behavior, right?
There we go.
Hey, look, when you wake up in the morning on Saturday, guess what? You got a full tank of gas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and your money in your
got
pocket.
you. You know what I'm saying? Just because you make your own, just because a woman makes her own money doesn't mean that she doesn't need a man. You still need him. There's still things that a man can and will provide for you. Like, if you make your own money, baby, girl, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's even better. That's more money for us.
You get tired of bringing that case of water in the house every time you go to the store.
24 pack.
Yeah.
Shit.
That motherfucking water been sitting in the car for 5 days.
She been waiting on somebody to come help out.
You taking one at a time out until you get to your weight limit. You know what I'm saying, baby girl? Come on now.
You need us. Y'all love us.
Heavy on the knees. Need a man. Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Peel back that masculine energy, because all you're gonna end up doing is just you know what I'm saying, pushing men away. Like, if anything, you're gonna more so be single.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of men, we want our woman to be a woman with us. We don't want no nigga. That's just real.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, push all that back. It's cool. You make your money, baby girl. I promise you, I ain't got no problem with that. Even if you making more than me, hey, that's even better because that's gonna give me a grind to
exactly
push myself up to see how much more I can make.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But all that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't need you to do this. I ain't gonna be here then. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gone.
I'm gonna treat you just like I used to treat these other females, so I would drop dick and dip. Shit.
Hey, I like that. That's gonna be my next caption, boy.
Put that on the shirt.
DDD, triple D, drop dick and dip.
I'm just saying, like, if you don't need me, that's what I'll do going forward. That's cool, and this won't be a relationship because obviously you don't need that. You got that with yourself, obviously. So.
Hey, next chick to ask me, what can you do for me? Hey, baby girl, drop dick and dip.
Damn.
What was the question again?
Question is, are you intimidated by a successful woman?
No, never, ever. Yeah, like we were saying, it's just more about women going back to being more feminine. Like, they don't want to hear it, but that's just what it is. Like, at the end of the day, I don't want to be combative with nobody. I'm not saying I want you to depend on me. I'm not saying I want you to just be whining and, oh, help me. I'm not asking for all that. I want you to still be a woman. I still want you to be fine. I still want you to be feminine. Like, we do stuff together. It could be the simple stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I want you to get me to open your jar every time you need help opening the jar. Like, I'm not saying stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? To make me feel more masculine. We're not asking for that. We just don't want the same energy that we giving off. I don't need to be waking up in the morning. I'm making myself breakfast or something. You got an attitude. You want to be super aggressive. We get home from work. You want to be combative. Yeah, we both had a long day. You want to be combative for no reason. Why the trash still in that? Like, damn, we just got home. I'm going to take it out. Does it have to be at this second? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's another thing, too. Like, a lot of times in relationships, when women tell you they want to do something, they want you to do it right then, like you a kid or something. And I don't like that. I will do it when I do it. When I feel like it.
Don't get done.
And I may get in trouble for that, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one, I'm going to do the extra stuff. I'm going to wash the dishes. I'm going to wash my clothes, stuff like that. But shit, if I leave it on the couch for a day, so what? I'm going to do it. If you don't want to fold it, I'll do it. Ain't no problem. I just don't want to finish it right then. Sometimes, that's what it be like sometimes because they like to give direction. Women love to give direction.
Right.
I agree. And I think it stems from, again, like I said in the post underneath it, I said it stems from them having to be masculine and advance in their career. Which I get, you know what I'm saying, because most of y'all are in male-dominated fields, so you couldn't just be super feminine to get far in that field. You got to have some kind of masculine, some kind of go-get-it energy, which I get. I'm all for it. Go out there, chase your dream, get your bag, get your degrees and all that shit. But when you walk in the crib, you got to be able to flip that switch off. You know what I'm saying? And that's not saying for you to not be independent when you get to the crib, but that's saying I don't want to get into a dick measuring contest with my significant other.
Woman.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was trying to explain to the women, bro. It's just unnecessary combativeness. That's not saying I don't want you to, if you disagree with something, speak on it. Sure. Yeah. But there's a situation, like there's a lot of women, right, that are in leadership roles in their career. So when they get home, they want to call the shots on everything. And what that's going to do is, okay, if we picking bed sheets, that's an argument. If we picking which, do I want to get 2% milk or whole milk, that's an argument. I want to eat steak or chicken legs tonight, that's an argument. Everything is an argument.
Right.
And then what happens with us is that mental fatigue sets in. And then we be like, well, I don't feel like dealing with this. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to find a chick that's more feminine, that's more understanding. Don't get me wrong, she speaks up. But everything is not an argument. And the reason that they do that, a lot of them independent women, successful women, again, is because they feel like they got to prove to you that they can lead, that they don't need you.
Yeah.
I got to prove to you that I can do this by myself if you wasn't here. And I feel like that's detrimental to the relationship.
And one more thing, I think, like communication. When women talk about communication all the times, like some women need to communicate better too. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want me to do something, ask. Do you mind, baby? Do you mind? Can you? Something. Don't tell me do this, do that, because you wouldn't like it if it was the other way around, because you would feel like a man is bossing you around or something like that. So I think approach with that too is certain words that you can use. Do you mind picking this up for me? Do you mind on your way home? Like stuff like that. Don't say I need you to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's I'm like, hold on.
Exactly. And that also go back to what bro was saying. Learn your partner. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Learn how to speak to them. Learn how they operate. Like bro say, he gonna do it in a couple of days or a day or two. You know what I'm saying? Okay, allow him to do it in a day. Allow cause that's what you dealing with. This nigga might do it immediately. This nigga might take his time. So learn who you dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And know how to handle it. You know what I'm saying?
That right there requires a certain level of humility. Going back to the marriage topic, I'm married. I tell people all the time, the first year of my marriage was rough. Because we was constantly clashing and trying to figure each other out. Now, mind you, we'd be knowing each other since we was kids. But again, how you are when you're a kid compared to when you're an adult, that's two totally different things.
Right.
So we had to make that adjustment. And I think now we in a good space because we understand how each other is going to move in every situation. And we're not trying to challenge it all the time.
Right.
It's like, okay, just like us getting dressed for an event, right? My wife is late. She likes to do things last minute as far as getting dressed to go places. So me being a husband, right, I could just complain about it. Man, get your ass, what is you doing? Come on, man, over and over and over and over and over again. Or I can tell her, hey, baby, the dinner started at 6 when it really started at 8.
Boom.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that way she getting dressed, boom, boom, boom. Then when we get in the car, nah, baby, don't worry about it. We ain't late. It started. You know what I'm saying? It's little adjustments like that you make. You start to adapt to your partner. But again, that takes a level of humility. And like, okay, this is the way you do things. I don't agree with it. I don't do it that way. But I can make adjustments enough to where our relationship can function in an efficient fashion and we're not arguing or we're not going at it all the time. And I feel like most people don't do that, and that's why their relationships don't survive.
Facts.
Okay, on that note, man, we're going to get into the advice column.
Let's go.
All right, he says, good evening, fellas. Hope all is well on your end. Port Arthur representative.
Yes,
man,
sir.
shout out to the trio, man.
Hold up.
He say, but now I have a question for the advice column. This is CJ, Patreon member, by the way.
That's kinfolk. What's up, buddy?
Hoping one of you may have better insight on the topic. He say, I have a friend who has a small dessert making business in Houston who is trying to make it legit. She's asking, would it be better for her to purchase a DBA over an LLC? She feels with an LLC, there's a lot of expenses that you pay for that you don't necessarily need, and a DBA is a little cheaper. Thank you guys for taking the time out to read my question, and y'all stay blessed.
Damn.
Well, I can't really speak to a DBA. I know about an LLC.
A DBA is doing business as.
It's like an alternate name. Right?
Yeah, it's like an alternate name and allows you to do business and stuff like that. I would say LLC is always the way to go, but to start off, definitely get the DBA so you can start making movement, and then when you build up, definitely get the LLC because it's LLC damn near mandatory. So if you ain't ready right now, get the DBA because it's definitely much cheaper. Build your brand, do your thing. Treat it like you got an LLC so you can make your money, and then your money that you make is going to pay for all the fees that you don't want to pay for right now. So that's what I would say.
And then when you have your LLC, you can legally go in, get to the bank, get you some more money, all that good stuff.
And you already rolling, so you get the LLC, and it's going to be like a smooth selling.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So, when you with the DBA, I mean, when you're moving with the DBA, that's like moving like as a small entrepreneur.
Right.
And then when you get the LLC, that's actually you becoming a small business.
Filed by the state.
By the state.
Exactly.
So.
And what people don't know is about a DBA, just because you have one don't mean that somebody else can't get your same name.
Exactly.
You don't have it.
Trademark.
That's why you need a trademark too.
So start the DBA so they can look on paper and say, oh, you are doing business as on this date, such and such. You got your shit all set it out. But I mean, eventually get the LLC for sure. You know what I'm saying? And then make your money pay for all the stuff that you don't want to pay for. Because you're going to have to pay for it.
Look about $800.
You're going to have to pay for it.
LLC?
Depends on how you go about it.
LLC, what we paid?
It depends on how you go about it.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it might have been like 7.
Yeah, I mean,
something like that.
I mean, you probably
trademark. You're gonna pay some bread too.
Yeah,
so you might well buckle down for that.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, once you get everything up and rolling, you're gonna see why it's beneficial to do that because you get tax breaks, different shit like that. You can make that money on the back end.
All type of shit. But DBAs do allow you to open up a business account, so you can open a business account with DBA, track all the stuff you need to track, and then you be good. man. And then right off at the expense from buying your LLC.
Yes, sir. There you go.
Appreciate you again, Ken, folks. CJ.
That's the tricks that they don't teach us.
Shout out to that boy.
They do not teach y'all that in school.
Straight up. All right, on to the next one. This is from Terrence Edrington, Patreon member.
Shout out, bro.
Much love.
All right, he said, I hope y'all came to pod today because I need y'all. My name is Terrence from Lowell, Massachusetts, and I run into a problem. Long story short, my girl of 2 years is becoming a larger asset to her company, and they are now requiring her to bring her male clients out to lunch. These other broke hoes on these cold streets ain't offering nothing but wet pussy and arguments at 3 a.m. up this way. So I'm trying to work this shit out immediately. I'd like to get y'all's input ASAP. Big fan of y'all four. Y'all got the best podcast out. Hey, appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate that.
I mean, I'm not part of the four, but I'm here now.
Family.
Look, man.
So what's the real problem y'all think he's trying to say in this?
He's basically saying that, okay, my girl, she advancing in her company, but what that means is that now she's gonna have to start interacting with a lot of other male clients more because you got to take them out to lunch, different things like that to get their business, get their account.
Right.
And he's uncomfortable with her taking the men out to lunch.
Pull your britches up, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean,
they've been together 2 years too.
Unless you got a woman unless she already stepped out and y'all have trust issues.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Other than that,
if he has a woman who's a shooter, then it sounds like he got some insecurity issues. But I'm just like, first off, trust your woman. If you've been with her for 2 years, trust your woman. Because
she getting y'all the bag.
She's getting y'all the bag. She's doing this for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going. I wouldn't say to like tell her. You know what I'm saying, to really like. Of course, you gonna tell her to do her job. Of course. You know what I'm saying, baby? Hey, go out there and make that money. If you got to tell that dude that, you know what I'm saying, you could get him a pair of the new Jordan 1s that just came out, like, do that. But, you know what I'm saying, you gotta have faith in your woman. That's just how that is. Like, your woman has this job where she has to talk to the male clients, and then saying that she's required to take these guys out to really butter them up, you know what I'm saying, have them really sold into the company. Hey, matter of fact, push her.
It is a lot.
Man, what?
I mean,
I'm
honestly,
helping her pick her dress and everything.
Right, it's for sure. Honestly, like he said, you gotta have faith in her and you gotta have faith in yourself. Like, listening to the question, I don't see a problem with it because myself personally, I know if my lady's progression and we've been together for 2 years, then we have a certain level of communication, and I know she's not gonna be. I'm gonna be up too. Like, it's gonna motivate me to do certain things to where she probably won't have to do their job much longer. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just gotta, do your thing. This where your kahunas come out. You know what I'm saying? And build yourself as a man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if she doing good, what are you doing right now for yourself?
Exactly.
Like what's going on in your life? You know what I'm saying? Kudos to her. Do a thing. And I understand that you can't trust niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because you might be thinking about that side too. And niggas gonna shoot their shot and
especially when you got a bag.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I feel that, but hey, man, once you doing your thing, everything gonna fall into place.
So that would be my next thing to say. If you understand that the clients that she's dealing with, then that means you need to go ahead and put yourself in position to even be equal with those clients, or even more, because then you're gonna solidify yourself as like, well, I know, that she can't be falling for these guys because I'm at the same power as them, or I'm above that. I make as much money as them or more. Like, you got to put yourself, you got to get yourself in position to have confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like you're losing some confidence, and you need to get that back. So,
and also you shouldn't, like, I don't know your lady, and I don't like judging people, but most times when a lady is doing good and they, like, she might be judging you, like, you know what I'm saying, looking at you as baggage. So you need to get her out of that and make her feel comfortable again in your life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been together for 2 years. She progressing. I don't know what you doing. You don't want her to feel like, what do I do with him? What am I doing? Should I let him go? Or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just get better, you know what I'm saying? Encourage her every day. Like you say, pick out her clothes, you know what I'm saying? Make sure she's doing her thing, and you do your thing too, man. Once you do your thing, you'll realize none of the other stuff matters.
When she leave in the morning, you say, hey, baby, get that client. You hear me? Go ahead and get that, secure that bag for both of us. Go ahead and do that. Do your shit. Your sexy ass.
Just straight up. Hey, no, for real. If I'm in that position, I'm definitely gonna make her life a whole lot easier. If I know you trying to progress, let me help you up these steps. You know what I'm saying? She can get there even faster. Because obviously, you know, she in a position where she doing good. So like I said, I'm gonna help her pick out her dress. If she needs to show a little cleavage to win it over, like she'll put some arms out, whatever it is. Like
I don't know about that.
Fuck that. We selling. We selling. Bring this paper home, baby. I'm gonna take you, get your hair done, nails, like all that. You need to wake up, get her some breakfast in the morning, coffee, whatever. If she have a big presentation, like you don't know what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make it easy for whatever she's doing. You want to make it easier. You know what I'm saying? Because she already gonna most likely she gonna be stressed out because this presentation could go, you know, got to go good. Because if it don't, she could, you know, lose some points or be transitioned somewhere else. You just never know.
Right.
So you just want to, as a man, you want to support that woman and help her elevate and help it, you know, progress as smoothly as possible. So that's what I would do in my opinion.
And I'm finna be real, because reality is niggas is gonna shoot at your woman.
They are, especially if she bad.
Especially if she
Hey,
bad.
deal with it though, but hey, they gonna shoot. I'm talking about, hey, they're gonna shoot. So
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I got a problem if a nigga not shooting at the woman that I'm with. I'm gonna keep it a stack. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing something wrong if a nigga ain't shooting at my woman.
But again, but y'all right though. But again, part of just being in a relationship in general. You got to remember that y'all chose each other.
right, facts.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to take solace in that. And as long as you're doing your job, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Facts.
But this you know, hesitancy or whatever the case may be, it's natural, man. But at the end of the day, if you ever dated an attractive woman, I'm sure your woman is attractive or y'all wouldn't be together. Even if she not at work, this nigga shooting at her. When she go out to happy hour with her girls, what you think going on?
Facts.
Or when she go out, you know what I'm saying, just doing any little thing. When you think she at the grocery store without you, what you think going on?
Facts.
So that's just part of the game. But again, you signed up for a relationship. So what that is you trust them until they give you reason not to. And if she ain't gave you no reason not to, you got to ride with it. Especially, you know, the fact that she's bringing extra income into the house with her elevating. You know what I'm saying? You got you a solid one. It's a lot of lazy chicks out here that you could have. And carrying on your fucking back. And at the crib ain't worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you need to appreciate that.
Mattress on the floor.
Hell yeah.
Cheeto bags everywhere. Like
straight up. So if I was you, that's how I move. Like again, you got to trust her to be respectful when she out. You got to trust her to keep it professional when she out. If you don't trust her, then I think that says more about y'all not needing to be together than it does how she, you know, the new job requirements, in my opinion.
Right. And keep getting better, bro. Next time you're writing a Patreon, you know what I'm saying, tell us about how you progressed in life. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to make everything easy, like I say.
Make sure you add more context.
Yeah.
Right. You know
straight
what I'm saying?
All right, on to the next one. This is from Adrian Magdalano, Patreon member.
What's up, man?
Shout out to Adrian. All right, he say, what's good, fam? I know y'all talked about dating in the workplace on a previous pod, but I wanted to get y'all's advice on my specific situation. Little background. I'm 21 and currently working on getting my real estate license here in California. I'm about 2 to 3 months out from being licensed. I work part-time at a store in my area in the meantime. Been working there specifically for about 5 weeks. There's 3 chicks that work with me there, and they all best friends, and they all bad as a motherfucker in all caps. One of them been basically throwing herself at me since I started, but she isn't the baddest one of the 3. I'm trying to hit all of them. Y'all talked on a previous pod way back. He said y'all talked on a previous pod way back to hit the baddest one first because the other ones will get envious. That boy been paying attention. Basically, my question is, should I take that route or hit the one that been all up on me first? Y'all said it's bad news, but I figured I won't be there much longer anyway since I'm going to be a realtor soon. Appreciate y'all feedback. I stand on what I said. Hit the baddest one first, and the other ones will fall in line.
But what if the bad one ain't giving the attention though?
Then
how he gonna?
Then you not finessing hard.
Yeah, you got. Yeah.
You got. Matter of fact, you got to use leverage. You got to use women against each other. See, I'm about to go in the sleeves because Smooth not here. So I got to go in the sleeves advice. You know what I'm saying? Just because Smooth ain't here. What you got to do is you got to understand, if they all friends, there's a level of envy in there. It just is. That's how women friendships are set up. Now, they won't come out and say it, whatever the case. But if you hang around them and you get them drunk enough, you start to see little things that you can kind of pick apart. You know what I'm saying? So y'all in the same work schedule. Matter of fact, you need to invite them to a happy hour or something like that. Kick it with them in a loose environment that's not at work. And you can see how the dynamic's set up. You can see who the leader of that group is. Because the leader may not be the most finest one, to be honest. So you need to see who the leader of that group is. And if you can get her, the other ones are gonna fall in line. Hit her first, let a little time pass, and then work your way down.
I'm up here just thinking about this situation I had. I mean, I didn't work with them, but it was a job site that I was working at.
Mm-hmm.
I got, and I'm this is like the first time that I've had, like 3 women shooting that shot at me at one time, but they was all kind of doing it different within the same day. Like it was crazy. But
that Big John.
No.
I don't do it like that. I don't do it like that. Shout out to the big women, though. Come on. Shout out to the big women. Come on, you about to get in trouble again.
One of them was a store manager. One of them was an assistant manager, and the other was like an employee there. And
all 3 levels.
Yeah, for sure. And I sniped the one that was just consistent. I only got 2 out of the 3.
Ooh.
But
that's where you went wrong. But that's still a high percentage. That's still a good percentage.
I got 2 out of the 3. Mm-hmm. But I was like, yeah, I mean, at first I was thinking, I was like, well, I should definitely go for, the store manager first. I mean, that was sound amazing on my resume. But you go for the baddest one first. And I'm looking back and I think that's what I did. I went for the baddest one first. Mm-hmm. And she was more consistent anyway. So
yeah, I mean, I would say, fuck all them. Do your thing, because once you progressing in what you really want to do, you're gonna get a chance to tap all of them. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like my boy Krew was saying, man, definitely go for the leader. If you go for the leader and you tap her, the ones they definitely gonna fall down. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say don't focus too much into it. Do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? And get your career set. Mm-hmm. And 5-10 years down, I don't know if you're rushing or not. You can tap all of them, but you know what I'm saying. Go for the leader first. Take them out somewhere, no pressure, just hanging. Co-worker night. You know what I'm saying? And then figure it out.
But the opposite though. If he do hit the bottom one though, the one that's at the top might be like, hold on.
How the hell she do it before me?
But women are.
But the odds of that ain't
hell.
I mean, that's true, but the odds of that I don't think are good enough for him to do that.
I don't know.
Compared to the other way around.
Yeah, the other way around, the odds are much better. I mean, because that is true. That does happen now. You hit the worst one, what the hell? And then they want to prove themselves, and now you hit 2 of them in the middle. Like, I guess I might as well.
Right. Or she might look at you and say, okay, well, I thought more of him.
Right.
My lesser. Oh, exactly. Okay, well, go ahead. Do y'all.
Exactly.
That's a friend?
Yeah. Exactly.
But I told you again, you know it. I ain't saying nothing you already know. With a group of women, it's a hierarchy in this shit. Let's call it what it is.
The leader gonna play you like a sucker after that. Like, that's what he on.
We done all been at the club and seen like a bunch of niggas in the section. It's a group of 6 girls. Nigga in the section say, "Hey, I want y'all 3." Mm-hmm. The rest of them, no, y'all 3. How many times you done seen them girls say, well, all right, girl, I'm going to catch up with y'all and go in that section? That's just real.
About 50-50.
That's what, I say it's more than that.
I need my girls too. If I ain't getting my girls, can't get in.
Before the drinks, they going to be like, yeah, I need my girls too.
Right.
After a couple of drinks.
When the reality set in.
All right, girl, I'm going to catch up with you.
I'm going to Uber home.
Exactly.
He got me.
I'm going to ride with him.
We done seen it a million times. It's a hierarchy.
Yeah, wild for that too, because that definitely happens more than often, for sure. I be like, God damn. Come take this shot.
This is single men you talking to.
He's like, come take this shot. But yeah, bro, hey, start at the top, work your way down methodically.
Right. More power to you, man. I hope it happens for you, man, for sure. I'm all for it.
Hell yeah. All right, let me see. I want to make sure that I don't miss this.
Still gonna be drama. You gonna come to work. You know she gonna talk about it.
Don't matter.
You can't be trash.
Hey,
can't be
before
trash.
we go forward, let's touch on that.
You gotta come at your best. Go take whatever you need to take, drink whatever you need to drink. Perform to the top.
You can't be trash.
Top, you know what I'm saying?
Because everybody at work gonna hear about you.
Sure.
Security guard coming in looking.
Make sure with all 3 of them now. Come on,
boy, you good?
Yeah, unless it's the last one. After the first 2, then you.
I heard about you.
Heard about you.
You first come into work. I heard about you.
Right.
I heard you.
They're gonna be looking at you weird. Like, what's wrong with them today?
Yeah, man, you good? You ain't got nothing going on in your life. I heard you wasn't getting up. You ain't.
I say you can't go like that, bro. BDR travels.
Fast.
All right. On to the next one. We should be sure about. Yeah, we got about 10. All right, on to the next one, man. This is from Kiana, Patreon member.
Let's go. Okay.
Shout out Kiana.
She says, hi, my name is Kiana. I recently discovered the Krew Season podcast, and I absolutely love listening to you guys. Keep up the good work. I have a question, and I would love to hear a man's viewpoint opinion. Is it a turnoff when a woman doesn't have a lot of sexual experience? I was in a relationship for 4 years, and we broke up when I was 24. He is the only man I've ever had sex with. I've been single for a year, and now I'm 25. My friends are encouraging me to have a quote-unquote hoe phase, but I'm not comfortable with casual sex. I'm ready to start going on dates again, but I'm worried that I will run men off due to my lack of sexual experience. A lot of people my age have at least 10 plus bodies, so I feel like the odd one out. What are your thoughts? I'm not sure if you guys will use this for the podcast, but thank you in advance. Yes, ma'am, we're using it for the podcast. Sure. What are y'all thoughts?
I don't think it's a turn off. And the reason being is because I think y'all have spoken on this before, but you can groom her.
Yeah, for sure.
True. You can teach her.
I don't. Somewhat. You can groom her somewhat.
Yeah.
She gotta have learning capability.
That's true. That's true. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's definitely gonna be a red flag. It's gonna have him raising some eyebrows, you know. But I don't necessarily see it as a turnoff. I would see where she at, and I mean, I'm the type of person to just keep it a stack. Like, I would tell her, like, yeah, baby girl, this ain't it. But what you can do next time, you know, is this, that, and the third, and let's see how that works. Or are you open to this, that, and the third? And, you know, let's see, you know, I'm not the type of person to necessarily just say, like, oh, you know, what did he do? Or, you know what I'm saying, how was y'all? Because if you was with somebody for 4 years, and let me tell you, this is just me. If you with somebody for 4 years, y'all should have done every goddamn thing in the book. That's just me.
Especially at 20.
These most.
You're young.
You know what I'm saying? Like at 20, that's when you're just trying shit. Like you don't know. You just tried it once. But y'all was together for 4 years. So even if you was, you know what I'm saying, with that person for 4 years, you should have some kind of tricks in your bag. You know, that's just from what I feel like.
I don't know, but if you're playing in Utah, them lights gonna brighten in LA.
That's true though. That's very true.
Oh, so it's different atmosphere.
Very true.
Different atmosphere.
That's a fact.
New York got different lights. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts. I mean, I feel like it's definitely a turn off, but it's not a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? I feel like like you gotta be open minded. Like you gotta, the next time you do decide to, I'm nothing for the whole face. You don't gotta do all that. But I feel like the next time you do get comfortable with a guy, you gotta be just open minded to try shit. Like, I don't know if you need to watch porn. I don't know if you need to have conversations with your friends.
I support the whole phase. I support the whole phase. The only reason I'm saying that is because she needs to understand how different men move.
Right, that's true. I mean, I would love to be a part of it, but I don't encourage you. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like the next person you get, just be open minded to trying new things. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's nasty to you, what makes you say yuck, but you need to be, you know what I'm saying? Try this. Like, you know, just all the freaky shit, just try it with that person you get comfortable with, because it's definitely a deal breaker, but you just gotta, because you might like it on the cool. And then once you open and you're willing to try stuff, a man is gonna be, the right guy is gonna be willing to teach you, because you definitely could be groomed, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, I don't know what the last guy did, but it's a lot of ways. You know, sex is it's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of ways to suck some dick. Right. That's what you want to say. A lot of different ways, okay? A lot of different ways. 1 hand, 2 hands, no hands.
Right.
Spit, no spit.
All type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Triple decker.
We ain't gonna put none of this on TikTok. We can't put none of this on TikTok. Right. What he talking about on TikTok? They gonna flag that shit in 5 seconds.
Right. Just open your mind. I ain't gonna say open your legs, but open your mind. You know what I'm saying? Right. Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? But definitely a turn off, but not a deal breaker. It's not the end of the world. And I don't know how open you are, but you might want to tell your next guy, hey, are you willing to teach me how to have sex? Or willing to teach me how to do certain things?
I don't think it's a turn off. I just think it's a red flag. It just gonna have me, you know, I'm gonna have some questions. That's just me.
I'm turned out. I'm like, hey, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? But I'll be willing to teach you. I can show you a couple things. I can do a couple things. But you got to be willing to try and be open. You got to be open to try it.
My point is this, man. I don't mean to jump in front of
you go ahead. Do your thing.
Okay. My thing is this. I feel like the experience or the length or the amount of men that you've been with doesn't necessarily matter if you have the skill that you need. Because how will we know?
That's
right?
a fact too, though.
Like you can come into that situation a lot. It's just like going to a job interview. We all have been to a big ass job interview where we know a lot of money is on the line. You might have worked in, you know what I'm saying, HR 6 months, but you're gonna put 3 years on the resume. You know what I'm saying? You might have only was stocking shelves, but you're gonna I'm proficient in Excel.
Yeah.
I know how to do word access. I know how to do all that shit. You lying like a motherfucker. But when you get into the position, as long as you're a quick learner, or you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be able to survive. I feel like you should move similar in that situation. You ain't gotta reveal, hey, this is the only man I ever had sex with. You can say, hey, I was only in one serious relationship in my life. Leave it like that. Yeah. Leave it vague like that. Because you ain't got to be judged. Because let me tell you something. If you attractive and a man get with you what, 25? A man going to automatically assume you got a decent amount of body. That's just what it is.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially if you're attractive.
Right. So you ain't got to show your hand and show your inexperience. That's just like walking in a job interview. Yeah, I only had one job. You know, it was for 3 months. You know what I'm saying? But I think I'm qualified. You ain't got to say all that. You can say, them niggas going to ask you, hey, can you do such and such? Yes, I can. And if you can't do such and such, this would be my advice. You don't have to have a whole phase. What you can do, you can find you one dude that you could just experiment freelance with. I guarantee you,
for sure,
100% of the dudes that you ask are gonna be willing to fill the role.
For sure.
You can get with him, have all the sex, the wild shit that you always want to try, get all that out with him.
For sure.
And that way, when you get to the relationship, you got some foundation to build on. Now, your new man may have little nuances, different things he might like slightly different, but you'll be able to adapt because the foundation is there.
Right.
So that's what I would advise.
I fuck with that too. Get you one guy, a fuck buddy, or somebody that you think is a potential, and then do everything with that one guy. You
Go all out.
Yeah, you don't have to have a whole face though.
I mean, she said she was
Let them
ready
paint your face
she
and
said she was ready to start.
This ain't going on TikTok. They gonna hate on us.
She said she was ready to start dating again, though. So that's the only reason why I said I support the whole phase, because once you go through the whole phase and you deal with multiple. I'm not saying it ain't got to be 10 men and shit like that.
Go ahead, get your bag. I'm about to put you on spot. How many?
How many? Yeah.
Should she deal with before she get in the next relationship? 4? She deal with 4. If you deal with 4 men, damn,
you deal with 4 men.
Still
you understand? You can.
Yeah, that's thinking in my head.
Are you saying she had to catch 4 bodies in that process, or just date 4 men?
Yeah, 4 bodies.
She trying to get better sexually, bro.
Yeah, because she's trying to be sexually, but she said she's trying to date too. The thing, what I'm saying is, if you're trying to date, if you're trying to get back into that field, you got to know. What you want from a man and what you don't.
I mean,
she may date a dude, like women always talk about. They don't be satisfied sexually a lot. You may got some dudes just pumping and they gone.
Right.
Some men not really caressing. They not really doing the foreplay.
Some men not
she could be missing out on that.
I mean, that's definitely an option.
You got a nigga with 2 inches. You got a nigga with 10 inches. I mean, that's you stroke that. You ride that different. They got to ride that different. There's a lot of, you know what I'm saying? So I would they need a little variation. You wouldn't know what type of car you want if you ain't test drive some of them.
That's true.
That's a valid option. That's a valid option. Now, I wouldn't encourage that, but that's a valid option.
I'm just thinking that point. I'm not saying I agree with that point.
That's the only reason why I say I support it.
Because there's only one way she know. You know what I'm saying? If she dealing with, like she said, she only had one dude. So let's say she started dealing with another dude. Okay, now that's the only 2 dudes she didn't deal with. And let's say, hypothetically, now just say they piece them off. Now all of a sudden, a dude hop in her DM, he here. She like, I ain't never seen that like that before. And now you lost her. Now you done lost her.
You may need to look up some sex classes in your area. You know what I'm saying? Go to a sex coach, and they're gonna teach you everything you need to know.
She need a me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God! See, you was doing good, man. He had to go too. Niggas always gotta go too hard. He was doing good,
I'm just
man.
saying though, but like, but I'm saying like the foreplay, the romance, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Sometimes they got to go through.
Too, though.
You know what I'm saying? So
hell yeah.
I mean, I feel that on that note, because a lot of niggas don't know what to do. Some niggas rush right into it. Some niggas good at foreplay.
Right.
Some niggas good at foreplay and sex. Some niggas good at one or the other. So I mean, That's why I say that's an option. But I mean, I'm with the whole find one person, you know what I'm saying? Just get you a fuck buddy.
Go all out.
And then just try everything.
Try it all.
But just definitely try. Definitely try something you need some type of experience.
Both of them say four. He said four.
So if it's y'all,
I'm not okay with it.
I don't wanna know if she's playing me. Keep it on the low. Keep it on the low. That's real.
For sure. But I'm also willing to like teach and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm pretty good, especially if you a baddie in your body, man. Hey, we gonna get this right. We gonna get this
Can't
right.
let this go to waste.
You got untapped potential. We got to get into it, man.
We tapping in. Yeah,
it's real rough. All right. On to the next one. Love the show. Have a topic, not a question. Can you guys do an episode on women and men who are getting back out there at an older age, whether it's a single mom with 2 kids or a 30-ish single female with no kids? The dating pool is trash, especially when you come from a generation where you didn't have to be put on a rotation, where men will pursue one woman. Nowadays, everyone wants to play the polygamy card or the tired old excuse of I was already married and I'm not doing that again. Thanks. Oh, this from Patreon, remember? She ain't really
Ain't got no name?
Yeah, but shout out to her, Patreon.
Shout out to Anonymous. So do y'all think that's a man or a woman?
Woman, definitely.
It's a woman? Okay.
Definitely a woman.
That shit been going on like when men stepping outside or having different women. It just wasn't on social media a lot.
It wasn't on social media, and it wasn't as approved of. Like nowadays, you hear men vocally say, if you can have 2 women, have it.
But wait.
I mean,
Context.
Yeah,
She's saying in regards to the approach. She's saying like back in the day, men made a more concerted effort to court women than they do now.
Sure.
Nowadays, men don't court. We just show up and we pulling up from half court.
Well, you showing up and pulling up with your ass from half court.
But that's what
But she an older woman though.
Right,
You can't
she's
talk
older
about
woman.
that.
They be doing that too though. But go ahead.
But see, the thing is, what I want to know is like, I feel like she should get more specific. Like, what exactly do you want to know? Because obviously, you know how the game is going right now.
Right.
So it's like, what more do you want to know? Because reality is reality, and you seem to understand. It's like, what more do you want us to tell you? Like, this is what's going on. Now you gotta, I don't know. Like,
The game is trash. You just gotta have patience, and you gotta really take your time and really vet people. At the end of the day, that's really what it comes down to.
I mean, one thing I would tell her is start shooting your own shot. You know what I'm saying? You gonna shoot your shot. If you shoot 10, you're gonna get 2 that you prefer or that you like. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean,
you gotta shoot your own shot.
I was just telling some women that, but yeah, when you shoot your shot, you shooting your shot at men you know
exactly
you like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As opposed when you say the dating pool is trash, that's a fact. Everybody knows that.
Right.
We living in a time where what can you do for me? You know what I'm saying? Or how much money you have? Or how much are you willing to let me do this, that, and the third? Like that's where the dating pool is, and it's trash as fuck. But if you shoot your shot, as opposed to waiting for somebody to come and approach you, then you already understand, okay, that just slimmed up this whole pool, you know what I'm saying, by, whatever number. And now, okay, I know this guy moves this kind of way, this guy moves this kind of way. Okay, these are guys that I could see myself dating because they're respectable men. They court women. The way that they approach me in the morning, when they tell me, hey, it's not, you know what I'm saying, on no bullshit, is okay, this may be a cool person. I'm not saying you got to answer every DM in your, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That you got. But, you know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to read through some of that.
Exactly.
I've been saying shoot your shot.
Yeah, and another thing I would say is go to different places. Like, don't go to a bar to look for this person. Go, like, whatever you into. Like, I don't know if you into poetry. Go to a poetry lounge and see what's going on there. And don't just go to one. Keep going to them because you're going to find a guy in there that's on your same type of frequency. Or go to, I don't know, whatever you like I don't know, whatever.
Paint with a twist.
Paint with a twist.
Fancy restaurant bar is another thing. There's a big difference from the regular lounges compared to that fancy restaurant bar.
Go to the happy hour and the fancy bar. Like, go to different type of events, different type of places. And then somebody might just fall in your lap. You know what I'm saying? A black market, like they having all the vendors out there. Some different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like sure. You might find somebody there for sure that's gonna be in your frequency. You know what I'm saying? Don't go to the typical club or however you see yourself.
You're not about to
somebody.
find your soulmate at Prospect.
Yeah. I don't know what city you in, but yeah, that ain't gonna work. Go start going to different type of events. You know what I'm saying? Go to a Margarita Fest or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I was be honest, man. You got two options, bro. You can either one adapt to the game as is, or you can be patient and stick to what your foundation is and find you somebody that's on your same wavelength. I think a lot of people want immediate results. That's me. And the fact is, when you come into a situation with solid foundation and solid do's and don'ts and solid a non-negotiable list is what I like to call it, you got to be patient. Yeah. Because a lot of men are not going to meet that. You know what I'm saying? Or not going to be with it. They may portray like they, want to get up there, but time tells all. Eventually, those men are going to die off. So you got to be patient. And just like Dre said, man, you can't go to the typical spots. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like back in the day, you had to adapt to what the climate was. Y'all might have been going to the juke joint or the speakeasy or whatever the case may be. But now,
that ain't it.
Yeah, that ain't the wave no more. Especially when you done got a little older and you done, saw how this game is and you're a little more sophisticated mentally. Yeah. You got to start targeting places that have sophisticated thinking men.
When the technician come in to hook up your cable at your apartment or at your house, if he look good to you,
that's a good man right there. He got a good, stable job.
It's possible, yeah.
But
I'm just saying, you'd be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Where the places where women don't shoot their shots, like you know what I'm saying. Like, the man just came into your house. He just hooked up your internet. You know what I'm saying? Got you rolling. He had a good conversation. You seen him work. You know what I'm saying? He didn't mess up anything in your house. Shoot your shot at that man.
That man could be getting ready to be a supervisor or a manager or
just saying, man. You don't know.
He getting ready to be your husband.
He could be going from that technician to a project manager. That he just got bumped up 20,000.
And she don't
like that.
Women don't be looking at that. That's what I was saying all the time.
I'm just saying, man.
The other thing too, is that a lot of women feel like, especially the older women, they feel like in this shot, like, damn, like I got to shoot my shot, different things like that. You don't. All you have to do is make the fact that you're interested in us known.
That's it.
Flash it. And then let him do the pursuing.
That's it.
A lot of women feel like they got to go all the way, so it's a different kind of pressure compared to back in the day. Boys was just sniping. Like, men felt like I need to go introduce myself, walk up this, that, and the third. But in this era, again, you got to adapt somewhat to what the circumstances are. You may have to flash some interest. You may have to, you know what I'm saying, send that man a drink or wink at that man from across the bar or, when you're talking to him, grab his arm or his elbow just to let him know.
Some kind of way.
And then from that point, men are, we going to be cognizant of the situation and we going to pursue it accordingly. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing in terms of pursuit.
And keep that patience, because you might do that and the guy that you think is fine might not react.
True.
But the other guy, the one that's on your frequency level, he gonna react, and then y'all gonna kick it off, and you gonna see why he caught your sign, because y'all on the same type of time. You know what I'm saying? Don't be, this guy is he gonna hit me? You think about it too much. Nah, the guy that's gonna hit you, that's supposed to hit you, is gonna hit you back or catch your signs.
Facts.
So yeah,
they're just scared of rejection. That's what just the initial rejection. That's what they're afraid of,
for sure.
And men are not gonna. We're not gonna retaliate like the women do.
We're not gonna reject you just embarrassingly. It's not gonna be
that. I'm good, baby girl, or whatever it is. Like, he's not gonna do it in no vicious way and to embarrass you or screenshot you and post you on social media saying I got these. No, he's not gonna do that. We don't do that type of stuff. So if he don't answer, okay, so what? If you attractive enough, you gonna have somebody that.
Or if he's worth your time, like you know what I'm saying. You still want that guy. You don't want that guy, and you give me, oh my god, all niggas ain't shit. Like the right guy is gonna catch the right sign. You know what I'm saying?
We was on Clubhouse a couple months ago, and everybody that was on stage that was in a happy, successful relationship, it was like 90% or more. The women shot they shot. They was either married or was in a relationship for a long time.
Right.
Remember it was like 2-3 months ago, and like it was about 20-some people on stage, and like all the women that was on stage was like, I shot my shot at my husband, and I'm happy as I've ever been. You know what I'm saying? So just take into consideration what we saying. Again, you don't have to go all the way. Just show some kind of interest and let the man take it over from there.
Sure.
Yeah. You know why though? Let's get into that just a little bit before we move on. You know why those women were satisfied in their marriage? Because they got to pick the man that they actually
want. That's what I'm saying.
That's the difference.
When you limit the
bullshit.
Yeah, the options available to you to what's approaching, you missing out on a lot of good dudes. Because let's just be honest, like there may be a dude that's interested in you, but he just don't know you interested. So I'm not gonna go above and beyond unless you know what I'm saying, unless you like a 10 or Beyonce, Rihanna, then I'll dive out the window. But like a chick that's under that, and don't get me wrong, they ain't no shot at you, but what I'm saying is like you gotta be super exceptional for a man, most men, or let me change it, the men that y'all want.
Right.
To actually shoot at y'all. Established men with money, men with options, that type of situation. You got to be above and beyond for him. He's like, ooh, wait a minute, who's that? Let me go. You know what I'm saying? Compared to like, but there's some situations to where he'll run into a chick and she'll just flash her interest. And it's like, okay, cool. Oh, she like me.
That's
okay,
all we need.
Then I can go from there. And then you can wow him, show him your personality, lock him in, and you good to go.
Right. He'll pick up what you putting down.
Yeah, straight
He is
up.
gonna smell what you cooking.
That's real. Straight up. But yeah, on to the last one of the day. This is from Worldwide Will, Patreon member.
All right. Boy, sound like me. Worldwide. What's up, brother, man?
Bro say, what's up, crew? I wanted to get you guys input on this discussion I had with my mom. So we are talking about the whole police brutality and how as black people are treated. She feels like I shouldn't wear a durag or muscle shirt while I'm in the car, going to the gas station, at the store, nowhere except home. And what I wear can prevent me being stopped because of the quote-unquote stereotypes that come with it, and it makes me a target. But what I stand on is this. No matter what you have on, if your skin is black, you're automatically a target. If you look at every black person that got killed or harassed by police, they didn't have any of those items on and still got murdered. I feel like everything happens for a reason. And if I get pulled over, it was meant to happen. Please give me y'all input. Appreciate y'all and be safe. Love.
Shout out to him. First off,
go ahead.
Let me say this. If you actually look at how many black men get pulled over by the cops, not all of them are getting killed. No, that's, you know what I'm saying? They're not. But, and even the ones that are getting killed, they're not wearing do-rags. But there's a lot of black men that's wearing do-rags that's getting pulled over.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's the stereotype that they look for. Okay, he has a white beat on. He's wearing a do-rag. He's dark-skinned. You know what I'm saying? He's blasting loud music. He's rolling in, a Buick or an Impala. Cops are looking for that. They're looking for that. That's just what it is. Like there is no, it's a certain type. No, they're looking for all of that. If you check off anything on that list, they looking for you. And the chance they get to pull you over, if your record ain't clean, you ain't got nothing, no warrant, no ticket or nothing like that, they gonna pull you over. Regardless, you could have been doing everything right. You wearing a do-rag, they will pull you, they will come behind you, they will run your license plate and they will check you. All right? My brother is a testament. My brother was with me. All right? I wasn't wearing no do-rag, but I have dreads. I'm a black man with dreads. Mm-hmm. And a man saw me driving in my white Honda. How many niggas is actually driving a white Honda? Not too many of them. All right? But my brother was with me. This man right here, with me. We driving. Man saw me with dreads. And he came up, ran my license plate. I just so happened to have a warrant.
That shit was wild as hell, too. Random as hell.
And it wasn't even in that county. But because that man had nothing else to do for that goddamn day, they want to bring you in. Now, of course, I wasn't speeding. I did doing everything right. Everything right. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It's because of what you look like. You as a black man, they want to criminalize you in any kind of way, regardless. You could have a ticket or a warrant in your name, and you've been providing everything for your family. You got 4-5 kids, and you've been working hard every day. Good working man. Just because of that warrant under your name, because you didn't have time to go pay it off or anything like that, you're a statistic in the system now, and they're looking to take you out of your family. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, you're black.
Nah, for sure.
That's just real.
Yeah, I want to say, first of all, if you get pulled over, it's not meant for you to happen, bro. Don't say, oh, it's meant to happen. Don't do that. That's not what it's supposed to happen, first of all. But secondly, bro, I think the whole durag thing is definitely a trigger for some of these cops, you know what I'm saying? Even if, you're not doing nothing. They might say, oh, he fits the description of this type of guy, so he gonna have a gun in the car. I can get him on a gun. I can get him on this. You know what I'm saying? Because they do have quotas to meet. So you know what I'm saying? They looking for small things to catch a bigger thing. You know what I'm saying? Or he gonna have drugs in the car. He gonna have something. So if I pull him over, it's gonna be justified because he has this. Even I don't even know what you into. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely think that they look at certain type of things as wearing a do-rag and a wife beater and while driving as something that definitely can trigger them, you know what I'm saying? And another thing I want to say is mom knows all, man. So just listen to your mom. She not telling you stuff for no reason, you know what I'm saying?
Trying to protect you.
Right. Now you are a grown man, so if you choose to continue to do what you do, more power to you. I hope nothing happens to you, you know what I'm saying? You're not wrong, but you are kind of putting yourself in a situation to where
you're giving it more opportunity for that to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Now if you ain't got nothing going on, they pull you up, you got all your stuff right, and you want to live your life, do your thing, you know what I'm saying? Be a man that you want to be. But yeah, man, I think that definitely does put more attention on you. You know what I'm saying? For a fact.
Yeah. So you don't want to be a target. Yeah. And you don't want to give them even more of a reason because your skin is already enough.
Facts.
Already enough.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm to pull a trigger.
So now you adding layers.
Believe you me, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, they gonna fuck with you because you black off top.
For real. Now you adding layers. You got do-rag on. You got, you know what I'm saying, white beat on. You driving a certain vehicle that's known in the hood or whatever it is. Like you just adding layers and layers and layers on top of the shit that they already think of you. It don't matter. You can have a master's degree with a do-rag on and have a Buick or whatever. Like they don't care about that. They just going off what they see.
They see that do-rag.
You can have 20,000 in the bank account. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. They going off what they see, bro. That's just what it is.
They see that do-rag. They say that's a thug.
That's it.
He steals, kills. He will hurt my family.
Or doing some drugs.
Doing some kind of drug.
Anything negative.
He's a drug dealer. Anything like that. Any kind of negative connotation that white people have already put upon us, they're going to apply that because you ain't a do-rag.
Don't give them more of a reason.
They're going to be like, we got one. We got one.
For real. Straight up.
Don't give them
I'm
more
laughing, but I'm
reason.
serious.
Yeah, it's real shit, though.
Yeah.
It's real.
You just want to take, like I've been saying, you want to take all precautions, even when you get pulled over. Like I was saying, like, unfortunately, you have to be perfect.
Right.
Like, you can't move too quick. You can't just, you know what I'm saying, turn without telling them what you're doing. Right. You black. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you got to operate perfect, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up, but that's just the reality that we all live in as black men.
Yeah, I think we used to the odds being against us, man. It's just in every category, whether it's career or whether it's, you know what I'm saying, just us walking down the street or us driving in the car. I think your mama's concerns are definitely warranted, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, just like we spoke on earlier about bonnets being perceived as ghetto and do-rags being perceived as ghetto, it's the same situation. You know what I'm saying? If you driving down the street in a slab with the windows down, music blasting with a do-rag on and a tank top, like fuck the police. Put yourself outside. If you see a nigga driving by with all that shit, 20-inch rims, do-rag, tank top, you gonna think, oh, that nigga slanging.
On some shit.
Or that nigga doing something, you know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. It's natural, you know what I'm saying? Because we done seen it, right?
So it's what TV has painted for us. It's what movies has painted for us. It's what white people has painted for us.
Right.
That's just how it is.
So it's a situation where it will behoove you to learn the game.
Yeah.
And play to win the game.
Exactly.
Fuck what's fair. You know what I'm saying? That's just like you playing a game of basketball and what's normally a foul in your neighborhood, they not calling in this neighborhood. Or you gonna complain, take your ball and go home? No, you gonna adjust to the game. Exactly. Okay, these niggas ain't calling fouls, so we gonna play this a different way.
Facts.
And I think in life you gotta go about it the exact same way, bro. Like you gotta make it home by any means necessary.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you dead in your grave and them niggas burying you, that cop done shot your damn, you know what I'm saying, shot your ass up, your family don't give a damn about how right you was. The only thing that's going to be fucking with them is you are not here no more.
Right.
So, by anything you can do to avoid that, you do it.
Most definitely.
And we can worry about what's right later.
Cause I used to do that shit all the time growing up because shit, AI, that was my idol growing up. So I always have headbands and do-rags and I had braids. So I'm young. My mom was like, boy, take that shit off your head. We out in public. But I'm like, shit, this is me. You know what I'm saying? I got my braid. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm fresh. But at the end of the day, like, you really got to look at that perception. And that's just real.
Hey,
unfortunately.
And like you say, man, it ain't fair. It's not fair. Nope. You're not wrong. But it's just life. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So you just got to, you know what I'm saying, get out your body and just think about what that white man don't. He didn't grow up with you. He don't know what that mean. He see this shit and he just judge it. He not feeling you. He don't feel what you got going on.
He's seen movies Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or what black people look like, and that's how they paint us. Mm-hmm. And so since that's how they paint us, and he's seen that since he was a kid growing up, the first time that he sees that black man do-rag on, oh, that's a thug.
And even to take it a step farther, for that black cop that look at you, oh, look at this hoodlum, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's right either, because I hate those type. Those are the ones I hate the most. But they the ones that be on your ass the most. You know what I'm saying? They niggas is gonna judge you. You know what I'm saying? So once you understand that and you feel comfortable with that, you're gonna feel what your mama is saying. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing that you doing. It's not nothing that like how you thinking, but it's just what the other people thinking, how they feeling. You know what I'm saying?
You never know. It just take 1 second.
Your mom just wants you alive. 1 second.
It just take 1 second, wrong turn. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Believe
you me, man. The cops come on, man. I didn't been here, I didn't been there, I didn't been through it. Like for real. So just think about that, man. Shout out to your mama though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to mom.
Shout out to all the black moms out there, man.
Definitely.
Shout out to all of them.
Well said. On that note, man, we're gonna wrap this thing on up. Y'all boys, shout out to our social medias and things of that nature.
Hey, man, what it do? This is Filthy Dre, FILTHYDRE. Make sure y'all follow me. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. Ladies. Y'all make sure. I got to tell y'all, my DMs is open. It's going down, man. It felt good to be back, man. I'm in the place to be. Let's get it.
Definitely. Good to have you back.
It's red. You can follow me on IG. And Twitter, _the Don.
The Don one.
Yeah.
They don't know about that.
They don't know.
That's the S5. They don't know about that.
Shout out to the S5 podcast. I'm the host of S5 podcast. Man, y'all go check them out. Matter of fact, when y'all watching this, new episode is going to be out already. It's going to be episode 45, so y'all go check that out.
Check it out.
Okay.
45. Deep in there.
Shout out to Krew Season for, you know what I'm saying, for having us on.
Already know.
Shout out to Kenny and Matt. You know what I'm saying?
Smooth.
Pray that y'all get everything taken care of, man. You know what I'm saying? Health is wealth, and you always got to check for the family. Yeah, man. Y'all follow me, _the Don. Y'all know what it is.
_fitness, all platforms. Y'all know. Come hit me up. Personal training, all that good shit.
Come on with this.
I'm here. Big Daddy here.
You trying to get the sexy voice in.
Telephone like a motherfucker.
I just heard through the grapevine, you know, that I got a nice, sexy voice. You know, sometimes every night I got to bring it out for these women, you know. You got to talk them through it, you know.
Hey, I'm off
talking through it.
Gotta whisper their ear. You gotta talk them through it.
One Dre to the next, man. I'm all for it. Let's get it.
Oh my God. Hey, D-Trill AC everywhere, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Twitter, Instagram. Make sure y'all follow the Krew Season page. TikTok. Make sure y'all follow the Krew Season TikTok. Man, we going up crazy.
I was like, I've seen a couple of people, you know what I'm saying, on just Facebook reposting y'all stuff from TikTok. I was like, hey, man, I had to get the shout out. I was like, hey, I've been telling y'all about Krew Season, man. I see y'all just not catching the wave, man.
That shit going crazy right now, man. For real. We definitely appreciate y'all. And shout out to Patreon members first and foremost.
Shout out to them.
Much love.
But yeah, man, it's been a hell of an episode. Smooth and Kenny T should be back next week, man. I just heard from Smooth. He said that the fam is good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's good to go. So, you know what I'm saying? He should be back next week. We'll get this thing rolling. Definitely want to shout out my boys for filling in. Again, y'all a family. It ain't been a fill-in. Niggas just stepped in and did. You know what I'm saying? So look forward to that, man. We also Battle of the Sexes is coming soon. We all about to go in planning for that. Picking out prospects. Also, if y'all listening and y'all think any of y'all feminist women that y'all follow that are in the Houston area will be able to survive, send us a name and we'll add them to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But
go ahead and DM Krew Season page on IG, on Twitter. And we'll just show y'all how wrong y'all are. That's just what it is.
I will be a part. So, ladies, come on now. Come on, ladies. Light skin, dark skin.
I wasn't on the last one, but I was on the one before that. So I'm gonna be on that. So I'm gonna be on that.
But now I look forward to that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. But for real, man. The Battle of the Sexes is coming back. Y'all tap in. It's going down, man.
I can't wait.
Crazy, man. People was eating that up, boy.